man. I kind of did. I kind of had one. We'll see how tonight goes. Is this that? Let me wait. Is this microphone working? Yada yada yada. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's working. All right. Cool. Thought I was tripping. Setting up TikTok real quick. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and add that right there. Yeah, man. So y'all see, man, men don't value marriage. Men do not value marriage. They love to act like they do, though. They love to act like they do. They gonna always act like they value something. Niggas don't value nothing. All right. Well, let's get into it. Oh, I think I forgot to change the background. Let me see. How is it gonna show up on TikTok? No, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad, man. Like I said, man, I hope everybody had a good night. We gonna have a good time. We'll have a good time tonight. This is YouTube. This is not a beer. YouTube, this is not a beer. This is, I don't know if I can put this on here. This is IBC root beer, okay? IBC. You can't really see it, but this is a soda water. This is a soda water. This is a soda. All right. Don't judge me. Don't say that I was drinking on here, because I wasn't. All right. Cool. Now, with that being said, just in case y'all try to take me out the game, just know that I was not drinking beer on here. This is IBC root beer, okay? Since 1919. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. How y'all doing, man? Welcome to the Controversial Shannon Show. All right, Controversial Panda. Should I call myself that? Controversial Panda? Y'all want the panda mask again? Maybe if they get me started, you know, I get started, man. Like I said, I hope everybody doing good, man. Yeah. Hello, Mo. How you been? Well, y'all tap the screen, share the live. Yeah, man. So y'all see the topic. I don't believe men have any valid complaints about women, especially black men, right? Black men don't have any valid complaints. Niggas just crybabies. That's what it is to me. I'm crying about women. Where they do that at? Well, apparently everywhere. Now, I wouldn't say what they do that at, like, you know, to say it's fake, but, you know, to kind of like throw a jab or something. But apparently they do that everywhere. You can't find one panel of me ever sitting behind the camera complaining about women. It's never gonna happen, because that is okay. Hopefully y'all can read that's what that is, fam. Crybabies. Niggas don't even value marriage. Who is this? No problem. Always. You ain't gotta thank me for that. That's the bare minimum, but you're welcome. Yes. Hello?
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm here. I just tuned in. Just woke up from a nap.
Okay, that's good. How you doing?
I am blessed today. Yesterday was my birthday, and I am blessed today.
Amen. That's good.
Living my best life right now.
Okay. That what's up? What you got? I said, what you got?
Yeah, I'm just tuning in listening. I hooked up my microphone and my camera, but I'm just listening. I like your content. Okay. Very positive. Keep me uplifted. So I'm tuning in when I see you.
I'll try my best. Thank you for tuning in. Trisha says,
You're very welcome. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and put you back in the comments, all right?
Next that.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ski, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the love. Patricia, I love you. You about the only black man under 30 with some sense. Stay on these niggas' necks. No problem. No problem. No problem. Love you too. Right? Yeah, but I just don't like them niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't help myself. I can't when I see when I see a whole bunch of men crying and complaining about women online, it makes me mad. It's just hard to find no, King, what you mean? Men don't value marriage? What you mean men value marriage? You say you can't find a counterpart. There's plenty of good marriage women material out here. There's plenty of good marriage-minded women. Why y'all think it's so hard for men to find a partner? Men don't want a partner. You want a toy. Men don't want somebody to love. They want a toy to keep as a slave. But y'all don't love women. You know, men don't love women. They want to control women. I mean, listen to the rhetoric that they listen to. So no, these niggas don't value marriage. If they value marriage, they actually freaking get married. It's not hard to get married. It's really not hard to find a good woman. Plenty of women out here. But these goddamn whatchamacallit, men, they're not men. In my opinion. Like I can't stand. I ain't trying to be mean, bro. I'm just addressing your comment. I'm not addressing you or doing any personal attacks. But I can't stand when I hear men say that. Oh my God, it's not many women out here. Plenty of boxes without a bro. Black men are the worst partners that a woman can have. So what are we talking about? You guys can't keep a woman. Many men can't keep a woman. No, I'm speaking in general. Like, bro, look at you. You have an equal divorce rate. No matter what group of women you get with, it's divorce. Any group of women, divorce. And if you really knew what you were doing to keep a woman, not you, queen or king. I guess you just put king with a Q. Your statistics show you that you just aren't good with women. Let me stop saying yo, because y'all think that I'll be up here just trying to separate myself. Our statistics as black men show us that we can't keep a woman. How about that? Is that better? Is that better? All right, because niggas speak for yourself. Now I'm gonna speak for all of us. You know, niggas be speaking on women all day and generalizing women, so I'm gonna generalize us. Hey, black men can't keep a woman. Black men are horrible when it comes to dealing with relationships. It's like they're not built for a relationship, right? They get with a woman, lose the woman. They get with a different race of woman, lose that woman too. Everything leads to divorce. Everything leads to divorce. Everything. Point blank period. That's why they get mad at my video right now. That's going viral on TikTok. What was it? God dang it, what is that new video? Dang, what was the new video called? I forgot. It's like one of the newest ones I dropped, but they keep getting a whole bunch of reposts. I forgot the name of it. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I got a violation. I got to restart. They gonna try to take me out the game tonight. I know where they are. We cannot. Hello. How you doing? Like, last, reserve your energy, ladies. Yes, definitely reserve your energy, ladies. These guys are not worth the energy. I might go around on different panels I see tonight, joining in on the conversation, not trolling, but like checking them. Like if we don't get it popping, I might go on different panels, like other men's panels, and go up there and like let y'all hear the conversation of me going to different lives, like addressing those people. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. But yeah, man, men can't keep a woman. One thing I don't like, bro, they and the only thing really what I be getting mad at is that they do not address those problematic men. Right? The same dudes who online crying about women is the same men who sucked at keeping a woman. That's why I don't validate men's feelings. Listen. I'm not even going to validate a black man's feelings. If I see a black man complaining, thank you, ma'am. If I see a black man complaining about black women, I know you're a failed man. I don't want to hear no complaints. We men, bro. Any nigga complaining about black women, automatic L. Automatic L. You can't get a woman, nigga. That's your fault. You can't get a ring on your finger. That's your fault. Right? Miss me with this nonsense that there's not good women out here. I can't stand it. It's the dumbest thing ever. There's no good women out here, bro. It's only certain box, bro. These women are only good for box. Bro, you're okay with being a male 304, fam. That's what you're okay with. I can't stand these guys. And all of them look the same. They always bald-headed. Why they always bald-headed? Every time I see you complaining about a woman online, I'm going to think you want a man. I'm about to start trolling comments. These women out here, you want a man. These women, they so masculine, you want a man. Bro, these women so toxic, you want a man. Every time in the comments, I'm sick and tired of seeing this. And they're always old. There's some young dudes doing it too, but most of the time it be these old heads. Bam. You're on the verge of ED. What are you talking about? You're on the verge of being laid down at a freaking retirement home. And you're sitting online. Complaining about women. You want a man. Your life expectancy is slowly freaking going. Nigga, you about to be gone soon, fam. Point blank, you about to be gone soon, and you're online talking bad about women. That's why I don't validate men's complaints. Because you're bad with women, fam. You suck with women. That's all it is, bro. You can't keep a woman. Y'all tap the screenshot a lot. You can't keep a woman. That's all that come down to.
Yo, why you still beef watching, bro?
I don't even know what that means.
You beef watching.
What is beef watching?
You worried about what the next man is doing with his wife.
I'm not talking about married men. What are you talking about?
Bro,
wait, time out. You this dude just said that I'm up here. YouTube, y'all hear it. Y'all heard it, right? Thank you. This nigga just said I'm talking about married men. However, some married men be on these panels fussing with single women. So they part of the problem too. But how, again, you black, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
my man. What's wrong with being black?
Yeah, my race of men suck.
Why does it matter to you?
Because you could do better.
Why are you stealing the talking points of white feminists?
These are talking points of white tea feminists?
Yes, it is.
Who said that? Like,
you hate black men.
There's always been men who didn't like men who complain about women.
That's not a manly thing to do.
Yes, it is, because my dad would tap me upside the chest if I was to ever complain about women. Like, what are you talking about? The men in my family would look at me weird if I was just always like, oh my God, these women are like, bro, that's always been looked down on for a man to start crying about a woman. The fuck are you talking about?
It's not crying, it's
literally crying.
Sharing his grievances. Well,
you don't have any fucking grievances. You be your own worst problem.
Stop it, man.
Y'all tap the screenshot. Y'all do. Y'all ruin your own relationships 9 out of 10 times. That's statistically proven. Statistically proven, men ruin their relationships 9 out of 10 times.
So explain. Will you allow your wife to have naked photos on Instagram?
I'm well secure if she wanted to do that, but no. Wait, time out.
If you're well secure,
time out. That's dumb. Let me answer that question again.
It's insecurity.
No, let me answer that question again. Why would I choose a woman that I'm not equally yoked with?
I mean, sometimes we make mistakes.
Because you suck at keeping up. Because you suck at choosing, fam. Right?
It,
yes, you are. I'm a Christian, right? I got a Christian woman. Boom. Why would I get another type of woman that wants to have 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in Christianity?
I mean, people.
Or take out religion. Take out religion. take our religion. Why would I choose a woman that we're not on the same vibrations with, right? Those words that people want to use. Why would I get with that type of woman? That's dumb.
Listen, things change, people change too.
The type of woman you want is the type of woman you will go for. What are you talking about?
I don't know, because sometimes the right woman could be right at that particular time, but 5 years
Right for what? Right for what?
Change.
Right for what? Right for what?
Family.
What? So you like creating broken? So you like creating broken homes?
I mean, people grow apart, right? You do.
So you like them? No, people don't grow apart.
A lot of women in
people don't grow apart. Real marriages don't grow apart, nigga. Real marriages don't grow apart. Me and my wife are not growing apart. We're growing together.
You don't have.
You only grow up. You only grow apart. You only grow apart when you don't value your partner no more. That's it.
That's not true.
That is literally true.
So what's your thoughts about women initiating 85% of divorces?
I think they are absolutely right to leave you dusty niggas.
Like, damn, bro.
Women are absolutely right to leave you dusty men behind.
Damn, bro. So what about the dude that's taking care of his household, not cheating?
Where are you niggas taking care of your household at?
We still talk about cheating.
Y'all tap the screenshot. Where are you men taking care of your household at?
There's a lot of men doing that.
Statistically, okay, I got one question. Statistically, which partner spends more time with the kids?
Statistically, I mean, in this generation that we're living in, it could be vice versa.
Bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna play this dumb. I'm not gonna play this dumb scenario.
I mean,
Mike. We're not gonna play dumb. Inside of a marriage and outside of a marriage. Which oh my god. See, this is what I'm talking about. Your niggas can never keep it a buck. That's why I say I don't like that. Y'all unintelligent animals, fam. Unintelligent animals. Bro.
You talking outside of your mouth though.
Listen, fam, which gender inside of a marriage or outside of a marriage mostly takes care of the child?
I mean, stereotypically the woman.
Even inside of a marriage, it's statistically proven that women take more care or spend more time with the child. Okay, put it like this. Which gender mostly knows all the school appointments, all the doctor's appointments, all of that? Who usually knows all that stuff?
That's an individual thing. I'm not gonna put that on gender.
Even marriage counselors will say that it's majority of women who be taking care of the household and knowing all those things. That's divorce. You niggas are dumb. You're dumb.
So
dumb.
Women clean more than
dumb.
Women clean more than men?
Women what?
Body standards?
Women what?
Do women clean more than men?
It is statistically proven once again that women take care of
individual.
It is statistically proven that women take care of the household more than
in the 1950s anymore, bro.
Even today, women take on all the household labor, majority of all the household labor.
Women cook more than men?
Yes, nigga, what are you talking about?
My dad was the one that cooked.
It doesn't, you're talking about an individual basis. I'm talking about collectively. Don't bring your dad into it. Collectively.
Every relationship is different.
But collectively, the data that we have, women mostly do these things inside of their marriage.
Why limit the world to just this data set? There's a lot of limitations.
Why limit the world? Why limit the world to that?
Okay. What's the sample size?
Gotcha.
100 people?
Gotcha. Why limit the? I never heard that before. So we don't like numbers now. You don't like numbers.
So what?
No, Mike. It's okay. You don't like.
I don't like small sample size.
You don't like numbers. A huge sample size will show you that black men can't keep a woman.
Will show more.
Go to Pew Research studies and you will see black men have a 50-50 divorce rate with no matter what race of woman he gets with. Statistically, I could say black men suck at keeping a woman. It doesn't matter the race.
Black men don't want the relationship to end. It's the woman that initiates.
Black men can't keep a woman. Black men can't keep a woman no matter what race of woman it is.
Or nobody can satisfy the black woman. That's better.
You're bringing in black women. You're not listening to me. Let me say the sentence again. Black men cannot keep any woman, no matter what the race is. It doesn't matter if she's Asian. It doesn't matter if she's Hispanic. It doesn't matter if she's white. We have a 50-50 divorce rate with any race of woman.
So answer this question for me now, sir.
Go ahead.
Why black men are statistically more married than black women? Why?
Why are black men statistically more married than black women? Because I wouldn't say they're statistically more married than black women, right?
Yes, they're
so black men are statistically more married than black women. So there's a whole bunch of black women that aren't married.
Yes.
Gotcha.
They're the least.
Gotcha. Because black men, because I got you. That's an easy answer. Because black men don't value black women.
But they're getting married. Their counterparts are getting married.
So how about this? I could say that you're the white man's bitch. Black men. I got you. I'm gonna tie it in. I'm gonna tie it in.
Wow, bud.
I'm gonna tie it in. Black men are twice more likely to date out than black women. Why is that?
I mean, that's not true.
It's literally on freaking Pew Research studies. It says black men are twice more likely to date out than black women because you don't value your own freaking rights.
Serena Williams betrayed us, bro.
What does that mean? You're bringing up one example.
That's typical.
Fam, black women never betrayed you. If anything, black men betrayed the black woman. You couldn't even win the war against the other race of man. You want to talk about welfare?
I mean, they used our women against us. Created welfare.
You didn't win the war.
Made them more.
You didn't win the war. You didn't win the war. Every time I look at a dollar, it's a white man's face on it. Every time I look at a dollar, I guarantee there's no black person on it.
Listen, man, the government was smart, man.
Black men would. Who tore down the Black Panthers?
The white women.
Idiot. Who tore down the Black Panthers?
Oh, the government.
What persons tore down the freaking Black Panthers?
I think it was like some inside help.
What man? What color was the man?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
A black man. Every movement is destroyed by a black man. Every single movement, there is always a black man that is. Every single movement that we have, it is always a black man that destroys it. Every single time. You can't find the black woman destroying any goddamn thing.
Oh, the black woman is saying, I'm independent. I don't need no.
What does that mean? She should be independent. You niggas is broke.
That's not toxic.
You're broke. Collectively, black men, you're broke. You fail against other races of men.
That's not toxic to say.
How is it toxic to say I'm independent? Aren't men supposed to?
I'm the mother and I'm the father.
The black woman is the mother and the father. Yeah, she has to be because you guys are broke.
Listen, no, they're gonna get you like Derek Jackson. Be careful.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 3 years. Yeah, my wife, baby,
like Derek Jackson.
Yeah, and my wife will come in on my behalf because she's with me everywhere I go. So anyway,
they're gonna get you.
Yeah, I got you. So, like I said, my wife will come in on my behalf every time. She already did. So you niggas can try this whole Derek Jackson thing and stuff like that. I've been doing this for 3 years, fam. YouTube, TikTok, I've been doing this for 3 years. Right? You niggas still haven't found anything. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the woman, right? Because my wife is with me every day, and I'm with her every day. I'm waiting on the woman to come out and say that I've slid in her DMs. I'm waiting on the woman to say.
Listen,
I'm waiting on the woman to say.
Man.
Time out. Wait a minute. I've been married for 3 years. My wife is 33. I'm 28. Right? I got married at 25. I'm waiting on this woman. After 2022. To come out and say that I am having intercourse with them. Please find it.
Yo, listen, until Lori Harvey inbox you, then you could talk.
I would never cheat on my wife with Lori Harvey. Why? Just because you don't have any, just because y'all guys don't have any discipline, I gotta be a cheater. Wait a minute, time out. Beyonce can be stripped down. You think I'm a cheat?
Yeah.
No, Mike, because I have something you deviants don't have. I'm scared of Jesus. That's what I'm scared of. I don't care about no woman because what do you mean? Why I'm scared of Jesus? I am scared of Jesus.
Are you not?
I am definitely scared of Jesus, right?
So why are you so?
I'm not gonna throw away no marriage, my marriage for no other woman.
Right.
No other woman. I have discipline. And you should be judged.
You don't have this.
First of all, it say do not judge. It don't say don't call out people, right? Judge. I don't have a HE double hockey stick. I don't have I don't have a HE double hockey sticks to throw you in.
All black men.
I didn't say all black men.
All black men.
I never used the word all.
Yes, you did. You said
No, I
on
didn't.
numerous occasions.
Black men, saying black men is a general statement. I did not say all. When did I say all black men?
You said all mad times, bro.
When did I say the word all in this conversation? YouTube, hold me accountable. YouTube, hold me accountable.
Do you record your lives?
Yes, YouTube, hold me accountable. When the hell did I say all black men? Or did I just say black men?
At least 4 times.
When did I say all?
4 times.
YouTube, can y'all figure it out? If I said all, I would take full accountability. Full accountability. I will take full accountability to say that I used the word all.
Listen, bro, you gonna make these women in this chat manipulate you, right?
How do women manipulate men?
Cause they trying to make you feel right, and you're not right.
I don't, bro. Y'all make this all about
The
black
brothers.
You
against
might,
you, bro.
you make.
Lost.
I don't care about brothers being against. I don't
Lost.
like you niggas. Y'all make everything about protecting black women. I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say all this one time. I don't like any man who gets behind the camera complaining about women. I don't give a damn. I don't like your voice. I don't like the way you look because you always look the same. I don't like y'all niggas. Y'all make it because you're always bald headed with a beard. Now with that statistically,
and you keep talking about this bald headed joint, right? Look at your size, bro. You gonna go bald too? I see it in your future. Come on, bro.
My hair comes down
on your side.
My hair because I cut it. My hair comes down past my neck.
On your corners.
My literal hair comes down past. If I was to dread, bro, like what are you talking about? My hair comes way down here.
Your pops is a bald.
Can you cam up, Mike?
Yeah, I can cam up.
Can you come on, camera?
Hold
on. Now we talking about hair.
You see?
Oh, yeah, I know you broke. You got that smoke detector again. I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. Every time I hear a smoke detector without a battery in it, I'm gonna drop you. I'm sorry. You two. I would have let him show his face. I would have let him show his face. But my God, if you can't fix a freaking smoke detector, I told you that last time, Mike. I told you that last time. Why do y'all keep having your goddamn smoke detectors beeping, fam? You can't even afford batteries. I cannot make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up, fam. You can't. Oh, you King Simp. I love when they say that. I really love when they say that shit. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I love when they say that shit, bro.
Hey, what's up? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I mean, I don't really necessarily have anything to say. I kind of agree with it. I just think what he wrote is definitely going to prompt people to like come on here with the wrong attitude. Making absolute statements is definitely going to prompt people to come on here with the wrong attitude.
If I made an absolute statement, I would put all men.
I mean, it's kind of general. You don't think?
Okay. So you use two different words. Absolute means absolute. General means general.
Yeah, I corrected myself.
Okay, so I made a general statement.
Right. So men in general, you don't have like some statistic.
Well, the divorce rates are high, right? Actually, they've gone down a little bit, but the divorce rates will still be high, right?
Divorce rates don't necessarily mean that men don't value marriage.
Yes, it does.
How?
Because also, who ruins the marriage? But besides getting divorced,
and what statistic do you have for that? I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying, but what statistic do you have for that?
Who ruins the marriage majority of the time?
What statistic do you have for that? I don't know. I do not have an exact answer.
Gotcha. So you came up here right? You can go look this up. Look it up yourself. Right? Listen to why women get divorced. Matter of fact, what are the top 3 reasons for divorce?
Top 3 reasons: probably finances, infidelity. I don't know. Finances, infidelity.
Got it. Okay, got it. Now, that's okay. Cool. That's okay. Abuse. Third one. Now, I'm gonna ask you one more question. Which?
I'm about to crash out.
No. You can't. I don't think you're gonna crash out.
Like,
I don't think you're gonna crash out. Now, however, who cheats more, historically and today?
I actually don't know. I don't think any gender cheats more.
What? Okay, you can't.
I don't think any gender cheats more.
Bro, you can look that up too. Men. Men have. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'll put it like this. I'll make this easier for you. Which group of people actually got stoned for infidelity?
Yeah, it's probably one.
Oh, cool. That's why I said historically and today. So it's been more lenient for men to cheat throughout history, right?
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah.
Gotcha. So even today, in today's time, men cheat more than women. So that's a reason she should leave. Finances. If you're claiming under this patriarchy system, right?
Presently, though, right?
Presently, too, men still cheat more. Now, however, if you're talking about under this patriarchy, right? Men are the head and all this stuff. Who said I provide and protect?
Men.
So if you're failing financially, you fail to do what? Provide. Giving her another reason for her to leave your dusty behind. You're in eternal brokenness. Abuse. Which gender abuses more? And please, do not equate a 1% statistic of the LGBTQIA+, because you cannot compare 1% to the majority of people. So let me ask that question. Which gender abuses more?
Here's my thing, and yeah, I would agree. It's men. Like, I'm not going to debate statistics, right? I agree that it's men, but what does that have to do with men not valuing marriage on a general basis?
Because if you truly value marriage, you wouldn't put that woman through that. You're giving her a reason to leave, not a reason to stay.
That still does not prove anything.
That means you don't value. Would a man who loves his woman take her through eternal brokenness? Would a man who loves his woman cheat on her? Would a man who loves his woman abuse her?
You're right, but what does that have to do with?
Have a good one.
And not valuing marriage?
Nigga, the answers are right there. That's why you don't value marriage. You're not giving her a reason to stay. What the fuck do niggas be? Niggas be asking dumb questions, but like, I gave you the answers are right there. That's how you don't value marriage. That's not a marriage, nigga. That's slavery. That's not a marriage. That's slavery, bro. Get the hell out of here. Like, niggas be acting like boy, I tell you, boy. Hey, women, if I was a woman, I wouldn't date these niggas either. They trash. You're telling these women what they want to hear? Hey man, well, I'm telling you, bro. I feel you, but hey man, hey, I know it's hard out there. I know it's hard out there for y'all, man. I feel so. I'm glad, bro. So you can look at top reasons for divorce, right? And you can actually go read why people are getting divorced, and you will see that it's usually a man that causes these issues, but niggas don't want to fix them. And I, you know what I find funny? When nigga call me a simp or a pander, bro, I take that as a compliment. I love it. I actually love it. You know what I'm saying? I love that, bro. Because I don't like them niggas. So they can call me whatever they want to call me. I don't care. You're pandering. And that's how you respond. That's how you respond to that shit. Right? Because that's all they freaking That's all they freaking say. That's the only word. Niggas, if I asked them what the definition of pandering or simping is, they wouldn't even be able to. Matter of fact, before this dude even talks or speaks, watch this. Hey, bro, you called me a simp. What is the definition of a simp?
Oh,
what is the actual definition of a simp?
Okay, so first off, the definition of a simp is inflated sense of ego.
No, it's not.
You're inflated. Hold on.
It's not.
You're inflating their ego.
It's not. It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not. Look up the definition of simp.
You are
literally look up the definition of simp. Literally look it up.
You ever heard of the song Captain Simp?
Look at the freaking definition.
Answer the question.
Answer my question, because you still got the definition. I literally have the definition pulled up. I want you to go a silly or foolish person.
Silly or foolish person.
Now, see, exactly. What you said was not the definition. Now, what was pandering? Because you did say I'm pandering. Give me the definition of pandering.
I just said.
No, you gave. What's the definition of pandering?
Hold on, you gonna get.
Yeah, because you niggas keep using words that you don't know. You niggas said I don't have my computer or anything. Stop using words you don't know.
So it's a form of desire. So don't men desire women?
That is not what the definition is. It's gratify or indulge in immoral or distasteful desire. Immoral or distasteful. Get the fuck off the goddamn panel. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Niggas say something stupid. Gratify or indulge in immoral or distasteful desire, need or habit, or a person with such a desire. So you have to tell me how I'm doing that. Only thing you niggas desire nowadays is another man. You just too afraid to come out and say that. I told y'all, nigga said something stupid. I just looked it up. What? And you looked it up and didn't even read the. It means a design. That nigga picked out one word. That nigga picked out one word. That nigga didn't even read the whole goddamn number. It means desire. What? It means that, bro. I just looked it up. Oh, man. They can't read. They can't read. We read at a 4th grade level, bro. 3rd grade level. I'm sorry. We can't read. We can't. We literally can't read. That nigga skipped multiple words and went to one word, fam. Listen, I'm sorry. Now I got no choice, but I'm gonna do it every time because niggas love saying words they don't know what the hell's going on. Idiots. Certified idiots. Oh, bro, these be idiots, bro. Niggas be doing. Man, appreciate the gifts. Hey, bro, every time. I'm gonna do it every time. Bro. Every time a dude say you're pandering, I'm gonna be like, give me the definition. And I promise they're gonna be like, what the definition is you? It don't say controversial panda or controversial Shannon that mother, bro. Get the heck out of here, bro. Get the heck out of here, bro. Y'all niggas, boy. Hey, Lando, you all in the comments talking. You ain't came up yet. You ain't came up to me. I appreciate the cash out, bro. Appreciate the gifts, y'all. But I'm just saying, bro. Y'all ain't came. Yeah, I'm for real, bro. Like, y'all do. Oh, we have to. Oh, man, I should have kept the mask on. No. Appreciate the panda. I should have kept the mask on, bro. Appreciate the panda hug. Yeah, y'all niggas is trash. They make, bro. Listen, they make everything about protecting black women. Yes, yeah, because I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all dudes. Yeah, but I mostly just don't like y'all dudes, fam. Somebody asked what's my sign. I'm a Leo, born in August. I just don't like y'all. I can't stand seeing a man complain about a woman. This is the weakest generation of men or black men I've ever seen. Bro, every woman ain't good. Stop engaging with her. Who does this? We never did this. I don't recall this. I don't recall this. It never happened in my family. I'm not saying they never did it. I'm not saying they never did it. I'm saying it was never done around me. You know what I'm saying? I've never sat on a panel with a whole bunch of men. Women are masculine. What? What? I've never. This wasn't in high school. It wasn't in middle school. It wasn't in college. It wasn't in community college. Nigga, it wasn't at trade school. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. So that's why I'm genuine. And then the sad part, it be coming from the older generation who's supposed to lead the younger generation. But you niggas can't lead because you sit around crying all day about a woman. That is the weakest thing as a man you could possibly do. You're soft. You're super soft. If I'm a Super Saiyan simp, 5, nigga. Goku Super Saiyan 4, Shano, controversial Shannon, Super Saiyan 5 simp. You feel me? Then my God, you guys are Super Saiyan 5 soft. Because this here is soft. You got more smoke for black women than black men. I'm sorry, than men in general. That's why when dudes was like, well, we finally got a voice to open our mouth. And we can finally speak on our issues. What? You wanted to speak on women? That's your number one concern, nigga? You wanted to speak on women? You guys are soft. Get the heck out of here, bro. Weaklings. Weaklings, bro. Weaklings. This is sad, bro. My dad would get so mad at me if I ever complained about a woman. Imagine me complaining about a woman I'm not having intercourse with. My dad would be like, what kind of man did I raise? I'm serious. I'm not lying. My dad would be like, what the fuck kind of man did I raise? Boy, what the wrong with you? You complain about. My dad would ask me, do I like women? My dad would look at me like, you got something you want to tell me, son? I'm for real, bro. What the fuck is this? If this is black men today, no, nigga, I identify as purple. I identify as purple, man. God damn, boy. And, my bad, bro. Imagine being so soft that you got smoke for women all day. Jazz, did I not send you an invite?
No, you did. And you left us hanging last night. Do you?
I ain't gonna lie, I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, y'all know we're not holding me accountable today. I'm rejecting accountability just like me. Nope, not my fault. I went to sleep. Blame my wife. Baby, I'm playing. I'm playing. Don't come in with no frying pan. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, now you're talking to me. So what are you talking about exactly? And what are you talking about complaining about women? Because I wasn't even saying that.
Oh, those statements weren't
You just said that.
Those statements weren't actually directed to you and personally. That was men in general. Now the other things about not being able to read, you could take that as that because you literally didn't read the definition.
Okay, but skip that. Why are you pandering?
Why are you uplifting these?
So what immoral behavior am I gratifying?
First off, hold on. All right.
Wait, time out. You can't use the word again. What immoral or distasteful desire am I gratifying or indulging in? Name it.
Bro, we passed that.
No, you just said pandering. You just said pandering.
I get that to you. You won that argument.
But you used it again. You just used it again just now. You said, why am I pandering? So I'm asking. No, pause. We're not gonna do that. You asked me a question. You said, why am I pandering? So I'm saying, okay, well, based on the definition, tell me how the fuck am I pandering?
That's not all that I fucking said.
You just literally said it.
That's not all that I said.
You just came up here and said, why am I pandering?
What did I say after that?
I didn't hear you. What did you say after that?
Exactly.
What did you say after that?
Too damn emotional.
What did you say after that?
I said, who is the leader, men or women?
Shit, today it's the women.
No, it's not. So
yes, it is. Who's leading the household? Who is running the house? Who is running the household?
In my household.
Who? In general. I'm not talking about me or you. Take us out of the freaking thing. Who do black men say today is running our households?
I expect all men to run their.
They lie. Those men will tell you.
I'm not lying.
But I didn't say you lie. I said they lie. Those matter of fact, I do think you're lying right now because black men will specifically tell you themselves that women are not allowing us as black men to lead. You know what? That's what they.
Like
no woman.
Not the man.
Even Kevin Samuels, if I'm not mistaken, said it's women running the household.
We forget about him. That sounds like more of the women's problem instead of the man.
What are you talking about?
What you just said. You just said women are not letting the men lead, right?
Do you know how, okay, listen to the statement. Listen to the statement. Listen to wait, rotate. Listen. It wasn't something wrong with the women. I'm saying you are not you, but they are soft men. Because if you're asking to lead, then you're not a fucking leader. If you're saying that women aren't allowing us to lead as men, then you're not a leader. If she's taking on majority of the work inside the house, if she's paying half the bills with you, you're not a leader, nigga. You're in companionship, and that shit is equal.
Okay, now I agree with that part, but let's shift it back to the women. Again, these women are choosing these types of men.
Which women? Which women?
I'm talking about the women of today.
Who choose
women?
No,
hold on.
Nobody choose. Women don't choose men.
Not choosing these men.
Women don't choose men. Men and women choose each other.
No, I don't believe that.
That's dumb.
I don't.
That's dumb. That's okay. Tell me. I know where this gonna go. I know where this gonna go. Are you one of those? Are you one of those men that believe that women allow access to their body?
Wait,
or are you one of those? Are you one of those men who believe women allow access to their body?
No.
Okay, cool. So if that's the case, because if you want to have intercourse, both people have to be in agreement, allowing access to each other. But yet you're saying that women are choosing these men.
So what I'm saying is, these women have a certain stigma of the types of dudes that they go after.
Which women?
Women of today. Modern day
black women in general?
Oh no, I'm not talking about just black women.
Okay.
I'm not those pro-blacks. You probably a pro-black, but I'm not.
I'm not. I want black women to leave us the fuck alone and go where they love. But go ahead. That's
okay.
That's my pro-blackness.
I'm talking about all women across the board. Think this way.
Gotcha.
Okay. So again, they choose these pookies, these ancient ass dudes. Sex with.
In general, women are choosing pookies and Ray Rays, my nigga. Or is that a certain caliber of woman?
First off, before I go further, I told you about calling me a nigga. Don't call me that.
No, you didn't tell me about calling you a nigga. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
I told you.
Nigga, I don't know what. Nigga, I use the word nigga over here. You don't like it? Go talk to somebody. Go talk to somebody else.
But go ahead.
My little boy, I use that word. I don't give a fuck about you old heads and don't call me that. Shut up. You fake nigga.
I wanted to.
I don't like, nigga. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Like, I use that word. You don't like the word, nigga. Then leave, nigga. Bye.
I wanted to ask him if black
I can't
men
stand
are
those type of men, bro. I can't stand those older musky men. Don't call me that. Shut up.
I was going to ask him if men are collectively providing today. Are they, like he said, women of today, as if there are not quote unquote modern men and men of today who are not providing, who are not leaders, who do not possess leadership skills. A lot of these men don't know how to do the very basic things that our fathers and our grandfathers knew how to do. So I don't know what he means by modern. Excuse me.
I don't know what he said. Probably need to mute his mic. Go ahead.
I don't understand why they think that. I mean, yes, modern women are in modern times. Like, unless your ass still stuck in 1492, what the fuck do you expect?
They want to go. They want to go back to them times. I just keep telling niggas is broke.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This
It's
is
very sad.
Go ahead, Derek.
You guys can hear me correctly, right?
Yes, sir.
So just so I can get, because I just came in and
Are you
I just
black?
heard that guy.
I'm sorry. Are you black?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, that's all I need to go ahead.
And I agree with a lot of what you just said. I think, and this is coming. I'm 26 years old. I'm pretty young. Got a lot of life to learn, but like, I don't think people really understand. And it's like what you just said. You don't just men and women don't just choose you over here on some Pokemon stuff or something like that. Like, it just ain't a game. You have to participate in a one-on-one thing with somebody to be able to have an actual partnership with somebody, right? You have to both have that mature decision and those mature conversations to be able to allow somebody else to have access to you. So when we say women are allowing people or women are allowing specific types of men, you are negating the fact that who are these men in the first place who haven't grown up yet and haven't looked at themselves, haven't evolved, haven't actually grown as people. I still like I grow as a person, but I have enough intelligence about myself and who I am, and I was raised in a certain way to not fall back on, hey, let me blame everybody else for my problems because I'm my own problem.
And my thing is, bro, half the niggas that be talking about these women are choosing Pookies and Ray Rays. They're literally the Pookies and Ray Rays. I don't understand it. They can't find nothing. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm married. I don't have any kids out of wedlock. My body count 10. My woman in the living room right now. What the fuck you gonna say against me? I don't have children running out here that I'm not taking care of. And even in my marriage, we don't want no kids. So what the fuck? And if I was to have kids, it would be in a 2-parent household, the same household that y'all talk about y'all care about so fucking much. But yet some of y'all niggas be the exact Pookies and Ray Rays. You know how many men I talk to on this app that literally these niggas will be divorced. You're a failed man. Don't talk to me about marriage. Talk to me about divorce. Talk to me about divorce, nigga. Talk about that. Because you couldn't even keep your woman. Shut up. And you know how many kids talk about a 2-parent, I mean, how many dudes talk about a 2-parent household at the same time they got 2 kids looking for a goddamn stepmama to come in and play mommy because he barely taking care of them goddamn 2 kids himself. That be these niggas' image. But they want to come in and try to project on me because you.
I mean to cut you, but you want to know something about that too? Is that the sad part about it is that they're talking about it, and like you just said, they're participating in the perpetual stereotype of black people, of black men in general, that they complain it's a problem, it's an issue, we need to solve it. You're not helping in the problem. You're contributing to the exact same problem. It's just like you said, you can't lead the woman. They're not allowing you to lead. You haven't matured and you haven't grown up of a person to stop running around the place having sex with multiple people on a daily basis. You can't lock down a relationship because you yourself aren't even secure in who you are as a man to simply just be able to operate. Just on a sole basis. You need to
let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know how old that nigga that came up before, how old he was. I'm 28. This man is 26. You older niggas suck. Because y'all always sound the same. There is hope in the young man, but ain't no hope in you old niggas.
Oh, real quick, to the one person who asked me, my apologies. I wasn't telling nobody to shut up. I was surprised that I came on here just now. So when I had said that, I had cursed for a second. If it sounded like I told somebody, that was not what I was saying whatsoever. I just want to make that clear.
Oh yeah.
Somebody in the comments was saying like, "Oh, why'd you tell that woman?" That was not what I said whatsoever. And if it sounded like that, my fault.
Well, thank you. I did want to mention that there was this dude that had the nerve to approach me the other day. This nigga is 33. He has 2 kids the same age from 2 different women. I shit you not. He had the nerve to say that to me. I was like, oh, okay, well, bless your heart. You have a wonderful day. But that speaks to the audacity of men, right? If a woman had the nerve to breathe that, I mean, obviously it wouldn't be possible for a woman, right? But how confident he was. I said, do I look like I date niggas like that? They were like, you can't be serious. I thought he was trolling for a second. He was dead serious. They both under the age of 3. I was like, sir, find a life. Find somebody else. Get back with one of them.
We always bad on social media and surprise we are a laughing stock. Well, men started it. You gotta fix it. Nigga, like hey, don't get these fucking women nothing to complain about.
Yeah, he tried it because damn. But that just, that doesn't speak to the audacity of men. I swear every day that goes by, I'm surprised. Sadly, I am surprised by the audacity of men.
Hold on, somebody said we did not start it. Let's see. I'm gonna say we started we watch this. I'll show you. Go ahead, because I'm gonna bring in history as well. Go ahead, Pam. Yes. Wait, are you black?
Yeah, I am.
All right, go ahead.
I think men do value marriage, and I think there are a lot of valid complaints against women.
How do men value marriage?
How? Sure.
What's your body count, bro?
10.
Are you married?
No.
Were those women wife material?
At the time, no.
Gotcha. But you value marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
32.
You're 32. You're not married, but you value marriage.
What's the issue with that?
Okay, well, tell me how men value marriage.
So prior to the 60s, I think black men and black women were married at 80%.
Why?
Gone down since then.
Why were they married?
In the 60s?
No, why were they married? Because y'all love to bring up the 60s like our damn grandmas didn't tell us how much of a HE double hockey sticks that was. I don't know why y'all keep romanticizing the 60s that didn't have a fucking place.
I didn't finish, but
go ahead.
Yeah, in the 60s, the idea of marriage was a little bit different. Are you saying that all marriages in the 60s were like messed up?
I'm saying majority of them were, and we will never know the truth of it.
Majority? How you know that?
Because a lot of black women. I said I think. I didn't say it was for sure that it's the majority. I said I think. You said, am I saying this? I'm saying I think that majority of those marriages had a lot of harm, right? Because the women were silenced, and older women from that time just now started speaking out. You can even listen to those older women on TikTok to tell us how bad it was. You have to give them intercourse right then and there. The black man coming home from work because he's dealing with the problems of the Caucasian man, and then come out and take his aggression out on her. Yeah. I think it was a lot.
I don't know if it's a majority though. I can't really tell if it's the majority or not. I think it's a problem. That was a problem.
Yep. So I said I will think. I said I think. Right. So I'm not going to romanticize a time where our grandmas kept shit under the rug from what grandpa was doing and all that. So I know, and they had to be married to one another. That was the only way that they were going to freaking survive. And a lot of the things that was going on. But now,
Well, in this,
go ahead.
well, in the 60s, well, specifically in the decade of the 60s, it's a little bit different. So the landscape of marriage had changed slightly after that. Women were liberated in different spaces. They got the ability to basically have more of a choice. They entered the work. They were able to work in different fields a lot more. So to venture out different categories, life-wise, was something that changed. Also,
Is that a problem?
no, not at all. So what I'm saying is not an issue. I'm just saying that the concept of marriage has changed since then. So like marriage today isn't what it is or what it was back then.
Why?
Today,
What was it back then?
back then it was more of I would categorize it as a business deal. So for a lot of women, it was needed for them to get married, for them to actually have a stability or some type of way to move throughout life without being handicapped. Today, it's not so much. So like only marriages today that really last are the ones, in my opinion, that are really genuine, where love and also the financial aspect is a priority. So there's a lot of good marriages we could take in account. There's a lot of bad ones.
So what is marriage today then? Because a lot of men today say marriage is a business. So what is marriage today?
Marriage today is all over the place. I think people get married for the wrong reasons. They figure out later on. It's become superficial in a lot of different ways. That's why I think the marriage has gone down and why divorce rates are up.
Divorce rates are not okay. Average people are getting with average people in finances, and like if you can look up all the average people date average people marry average people, and I'm not talking about average in looks. I'm just talking about average in lifestyle, finances, whatever that may be found. The idea that it's a facade or it's fake and it's propaganda, Disney and all that is cap. It's straight cap. What's going on is if you look into why women are getting divorced, you can then look back at the man and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know about that. I would say it's more.
You literally can look up why women get divorced. What are the top 3 reasons of divorce?
So say it was flipped. Say if men initiated divorces at a disproportionate rate compared to women.
Then you would be like, what the fuck are the women doing?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Well, there's no validity there for there to. So are you drawing a conclusion?
There's plenty of cases where women show why they left their husband. There are plenty of cases where they show the abuse, where they show how he was financially manipulating her, where she had the receipts lined up, like how he cut off the card, all this, like anything, finance, he failed financially, abuse, financial abuse and infidelity, how they have proof of him cheating, all these things. There are plenty of cases where the women are coming out to show this information, but it doesn't fucking matter because she's a woman, right? Doesn't matter. She's a woman, so fuck it. She just got to sit there and deal with the shit.
I'm still trying to figure out what his point is. At the end of the day, he's not really proving a point. He's not really proving a point at all. That nigga left. Wow. Mm-hmm. And see, that's how this is where they come in here and they speak on systems that they have no familiarity in, they have no information on. He's 32, he said, but he clearly doesn't know how divorce court works because they categorize it as to your reason of getting divorced pending the state. They usually do it regardless. But he makes it sound like, there's just statistics done on the percentage of men versus women. Like, no. There are reasons attached to the divorces, so that's how they decide who's causing the most problems. It's called research for a reason.
Lando, bro. He say, bro, you're gonna get some. Like, bro, I'm married. The only person I'm gonna get some from is my wife, and that's on God. So with that being said, now who else? Lando? Because Lando keep making comments. Y'all niggas always got your profile on private.
What did he say?
Bro, you're gonna get some. Like, so this is the thing. When y'all say stupid stuff like this, right? Not you, Lando. You didn't say that. I'm talking about to this other comment. I can't stand when y'all do that because you literally expose us as men every time to be like the only time a person can protect or defend a group of women from harmful men, it has to be for box. Imagine that. If I jump in front of I don't know if I can say that a spear, but really, you know, modern technology, right? If I jump in front of that for a woman, so she don't get hit, I was trying to sleep with that woman. Do you see how stupid? You see how stupid that is, bro? If I push a woman out the way of a moving truck, it's because I wanted to sleep with that woman. It can't be because I'm a kind-hearted man. It can't be that I just don't like the men who degrade women all day. It can't be that. It has to be that I'm trying to get box. So the only time you men do something good for women or defend women is to get box from that woman. Oh, but wait a minute. Y'all the same niggas that value marriage. Get the fuck out of here. Even your wife is nothing more than a bucket. Another kind of bucket.
And they mamas too. Let's
Yeah,
not forget the mamas.
so I just, you know, I just find that odd, fam. You know, I want y'all to start thinking about what you say before you say it. So, Scott, I said what I said, bro. I'm using an example to where men only treat their wives as a bucket. But it's not, the bucket is not for water. It's for your bodily fluids. I just can't say the word. Right? All right. Stop treating women like that. Stop looking at them as objects. Stop freaking thinking that they're just some. Yeah, but who raised you niggas?
Pure heart, I told you stop talking to me, nigga. You want my attention,
Like who literally raised you niggas, bro? You dudes are absolute, bro. Black men, a lot of you black men, right? See, because y'all don't want me to generalize. You want me to coddle you, but y'all don't tell them men over there. They be talking about black women all day. Y'all don't tell them to be like, not all black. Y'all will never say not all black women. I find that funny. Y'all will never say not all black women. That's never going to happen. Never. But then when we generalize black men, now y'all want me to play. I ain't playing nice because I don't like any of you musky, dusty men that complain about women. I think you're soft. I think you're a crybaby. And I think a man that complains about women all day online exposes himself for women to never mess with that man because that man is not a leader. He's a crybaby. Y'all tap the screen, shut it loud. All right, we're gonna.
What about with you weirdos in the Wait, you about to restart?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you're about to do. I don't know these weirdos in the comments. Like, why is that the first thing you see a woman on the panel? The first question you want to ask her if she's married. You don't need to know if I'm married, sir. You don't need to know that. That's none of your business. Just know that you would never qualify. And I am currently being courted by somebody with big dick energy, something that you don't know anything about, just to let you know. So if you want to figure that out, you can probably ask a real man what that's like and, you know, try again some other time.
Develop, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been trying to get my baby father to propose for a minute now, and I don't
How long we talking?
It's been 2 years. It's been 3 years.
I need you to repeat the first sentence that you just said. What did you just say, ma'am?
Been trying.
Yeah, so I've been really just talking to him about it, giving him a clue. Like, you know, I gave you a child. I'm ready to settle down, to, you know, because I'm tired of like playing house, and I did everything he asked me to do. At first, he was a full-time provider, and then he said, "Hey, I want you to get a job to try to like help me out around here." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I did everything he asked me to do, and nothing is working. It's like any advice, I don't know what to do.
I'd like to leave him.
Wait.
Last week.
Wait. I got one question.
What?
Are you okay with putting that man on the timetable? Or will you think that's being forced? Like, just be honest.
I am okay with putting him on the timetable because I do want my son to see like a stable family. And it's just like every time he's giving me excuse as to why he won't do it, I'm like, is it something I'm doing wrong? Do I need to do mirror work, or is it some personal issues he's dealing with?
All right. Now, here's so the only thing I'm gonna say about that, I'm with whatever decision because I let women handle women. I don't really give relationship advice. However, if it might be time to have that talk. Like, hey man, you got about 6 months or 4 to 6 months, or I gotta go.
Ma'am, you gave him a child.
Yes, I did.
Do you think that you have to convince him to marry you?
Yeah, because
That's a
Hey, man,
rhetorical
listen.
question. I'm saying this with love right now, right? I'm saying this with love, like for real, for real. You're clearly a beautiful woman. Like I was disgusted hearing what you just said because I feel like you definitely deserve better than to feel like you have to run a race to have a man marry you, especially if you put your life on the line to extend his bloodline. I wanted to say Ragged's bloodline, but I don't know him and I'm trying to be still with him, right? That's crazy to me. You don't have to. We were literally just having this conversation yesterday, and this was just as basic as women saying that they keep encountering men that don't make sure that they get the O. It's literally that simple. Y'all gotta stop giving these men your time, your body, your emotions. When he has shown you he doesn't really like you, that he needs to show you that he likes you first before you do any of that stuff. Because that's the only way he's gonna even give a damn about pleasing you, much less honoring you. Okay, you don't need to do a shit else to show that man that you are worthy of marriage. If he does not see that value in you, that does not mean that you are not valuable. That doesn't mean that you don't have value. It just means he is not willing to see it. And if he is not willing to see it, you can move the hell on to somebody else who will, because there definitely are men out there who will not waste your time. It doesn't matter that you have a child. There are men who know women have babies and they had a life before him, and he's going to value that and honor you and give you what you deserve. There is no, what do I gotta, the fuck? Please don't ever say that out loud again. Okay, I'm saying this again entirely with love because he sees that, right? He sees that you're willing to do anything. He sees that you're willing to do anything, and that's him. You're showing him how not to respect you right now.
But look, this was gonna happen though. Like I'm just gonna keep it real. You gonna leave, and then that's when he gonna try to propose. Mark my words. Mark my word. What? What?
And for way
you gotta stand on business. You gotta stand on business.
For way in the comments, I never see. This is why y'all listening skills are extremely remedial, right? I never shamed a man that had kids for approaching me. I prefer men with children.
Do you have any dusty
My issue was the nigga had two baby mamas and two children the same age, meaning he was hunching on two different women at the same time and knocked them up at the same time. Since you're so fucking bad at math. Now stop talking to me. Back to you, News.
Appreciate the super chat, Victoria.
You deserve better, babe. So, but you have to believe that. So, and I get it. We've all been there for women that have been in relationships and you've had children. And you want to try to make the family work. But some of these men are literally just not worth it. They're not. They literally are not. He's not the fucking prize, okay? You extended his bloodline. Without you, his shit would end. So remember that. He's not special. There's a billion of people on this fucking planet.
Hold on, wait, time out. Pure in heart. Who's bitter? Who's
I'm
bitter?
sure he was talking about that. That's cool.
I feel like I had a conversation with nobody. He didn't say nothing like she's lost. Like, oh, she bitter.
I want to circle back to the Pookie thing because it kills me whenever everybody thinks that we're going deliberately after these dusty ass niggas when it be the professional ones that's playing just like the rest of them.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't never been played by no dusty. I've been played by a professional. Like, I just go ahead because I lost my whole train of thought and I got mad thinking about it.
What you mean? Hold on, Scott. Hold on. Let me read this comment about Scott, y'all. Yeah, because I just hope y'all not saying. Scott says, or did I delete? Scott says, women. What? Why does it think? Women simply have to learn to listen to what the guy is saying. That's how you would. That's a lie. That is a lie. Women can't learn shit. Women don't know shit. Let me tell you something. Women, you can get offended if you want to. Fuck all that woman's intuition shit. Niggas lie. Like, what are you talking about? We wear masks, fam. We will put on a front and put on this good guy facade. and really court her, treat her right, respect her, everything, get in them draws and dip. Or once we got it, we change up. And half of you niggas that say women gotta learn to listen, you didn't did this before. You didn't finesse the woman straight out of her draws. Stop lying. Women don't have to just sit there. Niggas need to mean what the fuck they say and stop manipulating women. That's what we need to do. So y'all just mad that I be saying what's real. Y'all gonna say some bullshit. I'm not gonna say no bullshit. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I'm gonna say too, Newly, do not let him get you pregnant again. I meant to mention that before. Don't do that. Do not.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, not again. I learned my lesson the first time, and I'm completely done.
If he not willing to give you a ring now, he definitely not gonna be willing to do it when you got 2 children. The only thing that men think when they do that is she ain't going nowhere. And he's going to make you think that no one else is going to want you. And he's going to try to convince himself that that is a sure way for him to do it, by getting as many babies in you as he can so that you will always be stuck on him and that your options will be limited. Do not let niggas do that to y'all. Don't.
I don't know who was next. Cam Orange or I can't even see my freaking screen. Justin, one of y'all.
Yes. It's another thing. Men, they don't want to be committed. Commitment is a commitment.
Appreciate
and
that.
they don't want that. They don't be tied down. They want to do whatever they want to do. Go out there and mess around with Sally Sue and Mary and come back to you.
Yeah, somebody said in the comments, you don't just need a ring, you need a man that wants to be a husband.
Sally
Facts.
Sue and
That's facts. Because he can give you a shut up ring tomorrow. Are you really going to see changed behavior in him? Probably fucking not. That doesn't mean he's going to be more of a hands-on father. That doesn't mean he's going to be a more chivalrous husband. That doesn't mean anything. These men will literally do anything just to shut us up sometimes. But their actions need to follow everything.
whoever is JMB, appreciate the cash out. I don't know who you are. I don't know if it's on YouTube or TikTok. So whoever did that, appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm not sure who was next. I think Cam was next. Cam Orange.
Hey y'all. First of all, Shannon, I absolutely love your content. I love the boldness and how unapologetic you are with just how you call out problematic behaviors. I'm not going to be long, but I wanted to say for me, when I think about this, and specifically to Black men, just kind of what you were saying before, is I feel like the issue with our community and marriage is because patriarchy seems to always be at the forefront of that. And because a lot, you said something when you're like, Black men, they're out in the world, they fight things in the world, and they come in and take that out on their women. And I believe because some Black men are chasing the control and power white men have, their idea about partnership is skewed.
I agree. This is the funny part, though. I actually made a joke about it. Niggas be acting like they going to war against the world. You're not going to war against the world, fam. You're going to work. I'm
looking for fucking McDonald's or FedEx. Y'all are not fighting shit, but them little thirsty
niggas acting like they veterans.
I'm not doing the damn thing different than anybody else. Please not good.
Bro, we gotta go against the pressures of the world and stuff like this, nigga. But now we don't understand. Get the fuck out of here. You going to work. That nigga afraid of bills.
I deserve a home cooked meal. You deserve bull hot dogs and ramen. She 9 times out of 10 she working harder than you, taking care of your badass kids, and then still gotta clock into work.
I told y'all
half the damn bills.
Told y'all these niggas
on her for 3 miserable minutes.
That nigga delivering mail, but bro, get the fuck. I be laughing. It just be funny, bro. Can you let me? Who is JMB? I don't know who JMB is. Oh my goodness, is it JB? Oh, we can open up. I don't. JMB. I need you to make put yes in the comments.
I'm about to say something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because listening to all these,
Gotcha.
And
gotcha.
Something that I'm going on like.
Gotcha.
One of the biggest issues that I see with a lot of men today, and even I'm not going to leave myself out here as well. Like I have to look at myself. I have to reevaluate myself. for whatever reason, especially in modern day today, there is this weird switch now that there's no need for men to ever self-improve as who they are mentally or physically or emotionally. And because of that, there's this constant need to throw blame on society, throw blame on women, throw blame on literally anything else aside from yourself to actually say, hey, you need to, like look at yourself. And if you're not doing things adequately, you need to figure out what's up with you, whether it's because you don't like the job you're in or you need a different place of like, you need to go somewhere else, you need to go back to school, do something, go to therapy, do something. I got to go to therapy, right? I'll admit that right now. I got problems, but I'm man enough to accept that because I'm not perfect. There's this weird rhetoric going around the place that men have done nothing wrong for some reason. And I know that's a hyperbolic, but it's really not at the same time. Because every time there's a problem, every time I always hear a dude say, but what about when the women did this though? When that's not my problem, it's not my, I'm a guy. What am I doing wrong?
Well, thank you for that, Derek.
Hold on, what this nigga? Hold on.
With that one.
Hold on. Let me. I'm sorry, JB. Give me 1 second, cause this dude talking about he probably won't be able to come back up. Let me see what he's talking about. Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna mute up. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, take 5 minutes.
Well, I thought you came back to speak because you had said something, but you probably won't get the chance to speak again.
What were you talking about? I didn't hear what you said. My phone died.
You had literally just said in the comments that you probably won't get to speak again, so I was bringing you up because I guess you wanted to say something before you left.
Yeah, I just wanted us to finish our conversation. I didn't hear the last thing you said. My phone died.
Oh shit, I forgot. I forgot. I don't know what I said either. I say a lot of shit. But shoot, I mean, when we figure it out, you can come back next time.
Well, thanks for having me on, and apologies though.
No, man, I appreciate that, man. You have a good night. I'm gonna follow you back.
All right, lock.
All right. Don't start that weird shit. Not him. Talking about to somebody. JB, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I'm very young.
Appreciate the cash app. You didn't have to pay to come up though, but
No, I mean, it's because I've been waiting for a little minute, and I just wanted a little attention, no cap,
no problem.
because I haven't been let up. But I just want to say, me being young, me being 24, a lot of these traditional values that these men talk about, my family has been very involved as far as the women goes, and they told me a lot to not do it, as far as when it comes to depending on a man and getting married and things like that. Not to not get married, but to get married as far as depending on a man. And I feel like we are in a different time. We are in a very different time where Black men and Black women are leveling up equally. And a lot of these Black men expect traditional values when they don't have traditional money, as far as I can say. And it's like they don't understand that we as people, we have to grow and evolve together. I feel like they expect the old ways as far as it goes when it's just not that way anymore. And I don't understand why there's this expectation when there is not reciprocated energy. Like, I just came from my sister-in-law's house, and she says she does all of the work as far as you pay the bills and things like that. Like, my brother, he doesn't get on the phone to talk to these people or anything like that. She does all of that. So it's basically them surviving off of us. And so when it comes to the expectation of us trying to level up, it just doesn't seem like the energy is being reciprocated at all.
I agree. Anybody disagree? But I disagree with one thing though. But it ain't bad. I get what you're trying to say. I just don't agree with it. But somebody tell me I'm wrong. I don't believe men and women are leveling up equally. That's the one thing. I think women are outpacing men. when it comes to education in certain areas. But
Agreed.
other than that, I pretty much agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I broke up with my last boyfriend, because nothing was wrong with him at all. There was no cheating, there was no anything, etc. It was actually perfect, but I was moving at a faster pace than he was, and which is why we pretty much outgrew each other, because I was expecting a lot of things that he just wasn't reciprocating within the relationship.
I understand.
That's fair.
I will say about the traditional relationships, they always want to bring those up. But did they ever stop and ask were our grandmothers happy? Nobody asked if the
No, they
women
weren't.
were happy. Exactly. And I'm like, stop resting on those laurels. There's so many women coming out now, you know, through technology, and they're telling their stories. They were getting abused. Who the fuck was that? Sorry, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but
You did.
I'm like, who would want that? I get so tired of hearing that.
Our grandmothers and aunties didn't even want that, and that's the thing. They think that it was such a privilege back in the day to be stuck in the house and raising all the kids, when that was more of the work. When you go to work, you just working the hours and you're doing what you gotta do. You're doing the same things every single day, and then you're coming back home. So what is the real labor? What is the real true labor? Because nowadays women are doing both. They're going to work and they're coming back home and raising the kids. So what is the true privilege that we're getting? I don't understand that.
Well, let's be clear. A man came up here, and men have come on these panels plenty of times and explained exactly what the luxury is. The luxury is we don't have to shut the fuck up when they bring another wench in the house and they hunting on her. And we don't have any place else to go. We have children with this man. We have no bank account. We have no property. We have no job. So we don't have a choice but to be quiet. That's the privilege that's the privilege that we now have, is not having to deal with any of that mess. And that's what they don't like. These men don't ask what our grandmothers and what our great grandmothers went through, because they don't care. All they knew was my grandmama seemed happy because she was always in that kitchen. Milk, food was always cooked. She was always pregnant. She got 10, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50 kids. They must have been happy, right? No, they don't think with their brains when they make these comments. Longevity in the marriage does not mean happiness in the marriage. That's not what that means. That's not what it always means. They don't care. They could care less, and they'd be willing to put us through the same exact shit if we were willing. And the fact that women are not, that we are collectively not, it's a problem. Now we're being deemed as problematic. We're deemed as ungrateful. We're deemed as not having values. Yeah, we don't have values. We don't have the values that your grandmother and your great grandmother had. The women that had to be dragged through the mud just for the sake of being called someone's wife. Because back then, if you didn't have that title, but you was out here hunching, you were disregarded by society. It didn't have shit to do with anything else. Because I'm almost certain that a lot of y'all grandmothers and great grandmothers would have just been out here hunching, getting a little rocks off, and went about their damn business if they were able to do that without being nailed to the wall by society. Deal with y'all when they felt like it, not because they had to. It's two totally different things. I'm sorry to break it to you. Your grandmother was a freak. She had to get a ring put on her so that society and the church would excommunicate her ass. It had nothing to do with shit else. She wasn't an angel, sir. I'm sorry.
We love you up here. I want to touch on, Shannon, please, the mask. I want to go back to Rizzy and the nice lady who was up here stating that she had a baby and she wanted to give him, what was that? Basically an ultimatum. Given these guys are so comfortable with moving in with somebody else that would take care of them, that ultimatum may fall through. And we don't bash up here. That's why we find security in Shannon's channel. And when the men in the comments like Way decide to come up here and be an a-hole to every woman that speaks their mind, it kind of throws off balance of what we're trying to accomplish here. And I hope she felt loved and safe. But I do have to say that. Thank you. I do have to say it. You don't perform wifely duties for boyfriends. I don't even cook. I don't even know how to wash a load of clothes. Thank God to my mom. With that being said, I will learn for the right man. Get me? We had a full conversation yesterday about this. I don't even date men with kids. My standards are so high, you can't break through them with iron. I don't care. With that being said, do not be a girlfriend / wife to these men without having a commitment, because they'll run all over you and take it.
Yeah, that was my mistake. It's because I had so much faith within him, because I know that he could do it. I very much knew that he could do it, but because his family really shot his self-esteem and they would like coddle him a lot, he would find it hard to really grow.
Oh, JB, I want to hug you so bad right now.
Girl, don't hug me. I'm good. That's long gone, baby.
When they come with them sob stories, and it's like, we're also human too. When do we get the chance to cry about growing up fast and maturing fast?
True. Because one thing about it, I've always been told in my family that I was most dependable because I wasn't a follower. My dad always told me, he's like, I ain't got to worry about you because you are not a follower.
Lazy, not dating a man with kids aren't high standards. It just means that I've set my boundaries, and that's one boundary that I won't cross. Literally, people introduce their kids to anybody, and anybody can hurt their children or kids get attached. That's my reason for not dating men with kids. I shouldn't have to explain that to you, hon.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. Everybody mute up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. A Little. All right, y'all continue.
Someone in the comments said, she gonna care when she's 40 and alone.
We know who that is.
Said her life expectancy is going to increase.
Don't address it. We're not addressing comments until.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm making it clear to me because that's their commentary, right? Whenever a woman makes it very clear she does not center men in her life, nor should she. The first thing when they want to bring up is how alone she's going to be. But we know that that's not really a thing for women because we understand relationships and connections beyond sexual gratification. We understand life relationships and connections beyond being able to hunch on that person or benefit some way from that person. So that's why you don't see women unaliving alone in nursing homes. You see that amongst men because most of y'all don't even have genuine friendships amongst your homeboys that y'all party with, hunch on bitches with, and everything else under the sun. Yet you don't really seem to have much in common when you're old and raggedy and need somebody to take care of y'all. You rely on your children and your wife, who usually no longer is in the picture at that point. Y'all rely on them to wipe your behinds on your last days. But 9 times out of 10, y'all not left with any of those connections because you burned bridges throughout your life. So now the only person that's there for you is the woman getting paid $15 an hour to wipe you behind. That sounds pretty bad.
My thing is like being single don't mean being alone. I don't know why the fuck y'all keep equating being single to being alone. Not you, Jazz. I'm just speaking to the comment.
Exactly. Like, I mean, women like that's not like a threat to women to say that they're going to be lonely because let's be real, we have options very long in life. Like
not even
we do, like if you wanted
they
to,
use
right?
it as a excuse too, like to try to push us down. Oh, you rather be an educated woman? Yes. Someone has to be smart around here. Somebody has to try. Who's going to teach our kids if we choose to have them?
Exactly. It's a big projection because at the end of the day, when women are old, they are the main ones being the caretakers of the men that are old as well. It's not a reciprocated energy at the end of the day. I don't know why that is a big thing. Oh, when you're old and you're 40, then you're going to regret it. No, at the end of the day, when I was younger, I always asked myself, why do I harp so much on wanting to be married and wanting to have kids? It was something that was programmed into us as a very young age. That's something that we had to do. Oh, you have to get married. You have to have children. No, that's not something that is a mandatory thing. it was because it was something that was self-serving to men at the end of the day. So if that is something that is meant for me to be serving to a man, I don't want it. I really don't. Like, I'm 24, like I said. I am learning very quickly. I had to analyze my thought process. I'm like, why do I want this so much? It's because I was taught that. It's not because it's something that's really coming from my heart and what I want in my spirit.
Wait, you still talking crap in these comments, but you won't come up here. I am begging you to come up here. You want me to go dig? No, Shane, I know. But I really think he wants me to go dig my grandmother up so she could tell the story. That's fine. I love dark humor. I love it. Period. Romance. He said I ain't having kids and
I already asked way to come up. Well, you don't want to come up. So I'm
okay.
So don't worry about it.
Nate, were you up here before Scooter or?
Yes,
Did he come before me?
No, then that's not a woman. That's a man. He can wait. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, I feel there's just been this programming that's been going on for women, and I want to give you an example. Like this whole medium ugly challenge. You know what I mean? Like they're telling women, "Oh, we need to lower our standards." You know what I'm saying? To attract the man. I feel like it's very strange. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we're telling women we're supposed to be unattractive to the men that we're with. I think that's really weird. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, why are we programming women to be like, oh, we need to lower our standards. We need to lower what we're attracted, what we're biologically supposed to be attracted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
There's a medium ugly challenge.
Yeah, that shit makes me so pissed because I'm just like, why? Like, why are we lowering our standard? Why do we have to sacrifice what we're attracted to? But men, they can say, oh, she gotta be a 10, she gotta be fine as hell. But when a woman gets a chance, oh, I would like him to be decent looking. I would like him to have some form of, I want to look at him. You know what I'm trying to say? And then when we got a chance to look at him, it's just like we can't have the opportunity to look. But when a guy, it's like for a guy, it's just like they can look at us and we don't have to be perfect all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what pisses me off. Okay? And it's just like women don't have a chance. It's just like it makes me pissed. It's like they don't have a chance. It's like their mind has been it's like there's a net on us. There's a fucking net on us. And it's like we're not able to see, we're not able to fucking breathe. We're not able to fucking be human. We're not allowed to express. We're not allowed to explain it out. We have to be perfect all the time. That's what makes me mad. That's what hurts me. They want to be them. They want to show. They want to be beautiful. They want to be gorgeous. They want to be loved.
Take a breath, baby.
It hurts me. And the manipulation tactics I see on this the manipulation tactics I see, emotional abuse to get a woman. All they want is love. All they want is to be respected and honored. And I think this psychological abuse, this planning to attack her.
Let it out.
That's what hurts me. I see them. They work hard for us. I see. I cry for them. I look at them from the mirrors. I see them. They're working hard. And I don't have kids, nor will I ever have one. And I look at them and I say, oh my God, the son don't even respect his mother. his mother. He lives with his single mother. He don't respect her or even says her either way. She sacrificed everything. She sacrificed her life. But he don't give a shit about her. He missed his father. He missed his father. Sacrifice it. I know. It makes me sad when I see how they treat women like objects. And they just glad they didn't treat her like she's an object. She is beautiful. She's worth anything. She's not material. She's not. She is not. And not. She's priceless. She's more than this earth. She cries. She cries. She loves you. She knows when you're sad. She doesn't say anything. That's what I mean. That's what makes me angry. You treat her like she's nothing. She feels. She's like music. She cries. She's real. She's real. She's literally breathing.
All right. We go. All right, y'all. So everybody go ahead and mute up. Everybody mute up. Take a 1 minute. Recalibrate. Hey, Scuba. I'm over here really feeling what this woman's saying. You chose a bad time to cam up, fam. I started to laugh. You chose real. Hey, Scuba, I was over here trying to keep it together. Feeling what this woman's saying. You chose a bad time to cam up, bro.
Yeah, I'm sick of your ass for real.
You chose a bad time to cam up, my nigga. I was trying not to laugh, dog. For real. Now, everybody take a 1 minute. 1 minute.
I heard screaming and crying, and I feel that passion radiating through the phone. I just say, you know what? She need a bit about attention because it's like that is like, ooh boy, like my spirit was grieved.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Before you talk, man, we need 1 minute. I need 1 minute.
All right, bet.
I need 1 minute, bro. Oh, can't hear her very. Oh, damn. Y'all didn't hear all that shit?
I'm not to cry.
Y'all didn't hear that shit? Not that shit, but like y'all didn't hear that? All righty. Scuba, you wait for a second because we had Seth up here. You haven't spoke yet.
So,
What's up, man? What's going on?
you want me to pass the bomb though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why men don't value marriage? I mean,
No, I didn't say why. I just said men don't. I made a statement.
I mean, men don't value marriage. I mean, I guess, but like that's more like men, like kind of like men don't like we don't have to be like married. Like what I mean by that is like if you like most men, like if you like ask them like this question like deeply, like would you rather like have like a wife or like a?
So you agree with the statement?
Do I agree with the statement? Most men don't value marriage. I mean, yeah, because they don't want to be married. So
then why do they keep lying about telling women that they value marriage?
Why?
I mean,
if you don't value marriage, why are we trying to gaslight women into relationships?
but I mean, there's some men who gaslight women with using marriage, but like some men don't really have to do that.
Yeah, so the average, so if I'm speaking on the collective, that majority of men, even the married men, don't value marriage. You're agreeing with the prompt?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that they don't value marriage for like what it is. So, what are the reasons for it though? I mean,
okay, so what are these all right, so address the second part, then we'll ask what are these reasons.
wait, that is just a second point. Men, I don't have no complaints for women.
I'm not speaking about you. I'm speaking in general.
In general, I mean, I don't think men should have complaints. So I don't.
Okay, so with a better word, having grievances. Men don't have valid grievances with women about women.
Okay, that's valid. I think men don't have valid reasons to criticize women. So
really,
yeah.
Well, so you agree with me?
I agree with the second point, but with the first point, it's kind of like a nuanced conversation of like why men don't value marriage.
Does the why matter if I make the statements to say well, let's talk about the why. Why don't men value marriage?
I mean, there's multiple reasons, but I'll just go like it's kind of like they can like get like it doesn't matter if the dude is poor, rich, or whatever. Like he can like get like something like without having to like marry her essentially. So
Thank you for saying it.
So
I appreciate you for
So a
acknowledging.
woman is a sexual object to a man.
not even that. Like I mean, yeah, for some men, yeah. But
For most men.
For most men, yeah.
But that's not entirely true because back in a society where it was practically forbidden to be having premarital sex, men were still going out and cheating and having outside babies too.
I mean, yeah, but they at that point, but like they call it mistresses. They don't call like baby mamas now.
Who gives a fuck? It's the same shit. It's just different terminology.
Niggas had outside babies in those times too.
I mean, that's true. I mean,
So it has nothing to do with the standard of women that are upholding, is my point. You guys want to throw it back to that because you want to shift the accountability to women, not limiting access as much. But when women did limit access, and it was about maintaining a status, and it was about getting married before anything else took place, and having the same child by the same man, blah 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 blah. Men were still out here in slaughterhouses impregnating floors. They were out here having families outside of the city and country. It didn't change men's behavior at all. It's just now socially acceptable for y'all to be out here slinging D with zero accountability.
When you say that if you can get something, what is the something that you're referring to? Ain't it box?
It depends on the man.
Okay, most men. We speaking in general. Can we be out?
Oh yeah, most men, yeah.
So why will a fucking woman never be nothing but a bucket?
Why?
Yeah, why will a woman never be nothing but a bucket in our eyes, bro? What is so special about that thing in between her legs to where that's all we fucking see her as? Well, I'm not understanding. Like, this is stupid. It's funny. Like at this point, I'm fucking tired. At this point, I'm mad. What the fuck? Why are we demons? Is that all she'll ever be? It's a freaking sexual object, fam. Like she's not fucking human. She's just a bucket. Like we don't even try to unpack the shit to why we think like that. But then if you had a daughter, now the shit changes. Why do we think that a woman is just something to do and discard? Who taught us that?
You asking me that question?
Yes, I'm asking you that question.
Me? I mean, I've never thought of women like that, but like
you never thought of women as what?
Like sexual objects.
Okay, so why are we as men only viewing a woman as a sexual object? Is that all they're fucking good for?
I mean that depends on what kind of man you're asking. So
the average man. You said you're speaking in general. You spoke on the average man. Why is the average man a sexual? I'm sorry. Why is the average woman a bucket?
But I mean,
not the average woman actually being a bucket, but why do men, the average man, view a woman as a bucket?
It's because like it's kind of. It's kind of like that's the only like for most men, I guess that's the only thing like they see it as. Like it's kind of like if you ask like most men, like this come back to my question. You like to like survey most men, like would you gotta like have a woman as like a wife, or like have a woman who's like you hunting her like every like once a week? They'll probably choose once a week and like have nothing to do with their lives. So
again, she's just sex. So I'm asking, why the fuck is a woman just sex?
I'll just say that that's just how some men see it. So it's not like
that's how most men see it.
How most men see it.
Why don't we do the time to unpack why a woman is a bucket in our eyes?
Why don't
why don't us as men do the unpacking? Nakia, please mute. Why don't us men do the unpacking to figure out why a woman is a bucket in our eyes?
I mean, that's just some of the lifestyle some men want to live. So it's like they're not gonna unpack it. So
where is this taught?
Is it taught? It's not like taught. It's like if you like, it's not like taught. Like they like if you see like young dudes or like older dudes like watch like people who like brag like how they live their life, how the lifestyle, how many women they have, like. That's the kind of lifestyle most men want secretly. They can't have it, but like that's where they mostly get it from. So that's just how they operate. So
I'm gonna get way more extreme with my topics, bro. I'm gonna get way more extreme.
I don't believe that men believe that they have anything to unpack. They don't even believe in therapy. So self-reflecting is not necessarily something that's widely encouraged amongst the male species for whatever reason, right? But they'll be quick to throw out therapy and suggest therapy to women who they quote unquote feel may have daddy issues or are bitter or whatever. But there is no accountability for them when it comes to their anatomy, their offspring, their money. There's no accountability collectively. They just feel like there are things that happen to them, not because of their choices, but just because they're men. It's this made up reality that they're victims somehow, or that they're somehow unfairly treated compared to women. And that women have all the opportunity, apparently, because we have more access to smacks. And I don't know how they correlate those two things. They equate that to love. Or they equate that to some kind of weird adoration that men don't get, but it's not adoration at all, because it has nothing to do with being adored by someone. It is simply you benefiting physically from another person's body. It's just very weird how they try to morph things into like in some odd reality that they want everybody else to believe. I don't think that men really believe in self-reflecting.
To your point, Jazz, it's weaponized incompetence, what you're explaining. I heard about that term recently and I was mind blown. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing with everything all the time. But they play on the fact that somebody will give them the benefit of the doubt. We gotta stop giving benefit of the doubt to these people. I'm gonna say something.
Demons, fucking demons. I don't care. Freaking demonic hell spawns.
That's why I don't like the word potential, because it's used very loosely. Potential is just another word for, oh, I'm just waiting to see. No.
We got a new person up here. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. I gotta see her name. Mia? Miss Mia?
Yes, hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mia. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you all?
I'm trying.
So I was just listening at everything that everybody was saying. I come in here a lot, listening to Controversial because he's a real man. And what I mean by that is you got grown up people in, you got 18 plus and you think that makes you an adult. But even my dad always said, you got too many people, especially men, running around here in grown bodies with the mind of a child. They just never grew up. And ain't no fool like an old fool, as he used to say, because some of them get to 40 and 50 and 60 years old and still don't grow up. But Shannon is never downplaying men. He's trying to fix the problem by making men address what needs to be changed, because man literally means take charge of. And you're not taking charge of your society by pointing at the help all the time and blaming them for every problem that you are supposed to be in charge of. And my daddy also used to say, if you ain't got no good women, he said, then look around. I guarantee you, the men somewhere in that society fell first, because we naturally follow whoever's in charge. And even when women get in charge, generally the ones that lead well have a cabinet of people around them, just like a decent man is supposed to, that they are bouncing ideas off of and listening to. So human beings as a whole have to work together. And as somebody who's a domestic abuse survivor and was married to the very first person they ever slept with, he is 100% right. You can sit up and blame us, and you can talk about women do this and well, women do that, but it's always a but behind your I'm sorry. And that's the problem. You're not actually sorry, and you're not trying to fix the problem if every time somebody presents it to you, it's, well, I'm sorry, but if y'all hadn't did this, you sound like an old silly woman. And no reflection on us. You talk about us for being emotional and say we the ones with the emotional problems, but you're supposed to be the logical one, and you acting more emotional than we do. Make that make sense. And I'm, by the way, 40 years old this year and single and happy. I am happier now than I was for the decade long that I was married to an abuser. And I was young. I didn't have nobody before him. I didn't know nothing about it. I wasn't allowed to date growing up or nothing. So don't sit up here and say, well, you picked him. You know women outnumber men on this planet, right? So let's address that for just a second. If we outnumber y'all, first of all, it's going to be some single women out there. So don't stop and mock us for saying we picking wrong. Because if we picking badly and you saying that, you admitting that some of y'all is low down. So if we already outnumber you on this planet 3-1, then what the hell else are we supposed to do? You shouldn't be pointing at us saying we picking badly. You need to get on your brother's case and say they already outnumber us and ain't enough of us to go around. So you need to get your behind straight. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be emotional about this.
Keep going.
But again, if y'all are the logical ones and we are the ones who emotion was meant to be in, you know why God made us emotional? So that we can raise your children. We get up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning and we go take care of your babies. And we are the ones who are the merciful ones because we are the first teacher. You don't want no hard person raising your baby. You want softness there. But the logical part comes in, like my mama used to say in a whole household, I'm going to tell your daddy. Listen at your mama. Dad was supposed to back her up. And that is how you had the good cop, bad cop, so to speak, in a household, to teach children that, yes, we love you, but there are consequences to your actions. And the reason so many of these so-called men, because you asked a question to that other man who couldn't answer. You are that young man, because I don't want to call him a boy, because you're going to get this, you're going to feel disrespected. But that is a man who's not quite there yet mentally. He didn't know how to answer the question of why men act the way they do in this society, because when you don't have a solution to the problem, you just kind of hee-haw around it, and that's why it doesn't change. But the reason you got young men acting like that is because they're not picking up what the ones that's got some sense is putting down. That's why they're in here arguing with you. If you don't know how to agree on what's right, you're never going to fix a problem. If you can't look in the mirror and say, you know what, I need to change something first. Michael Jackson said it a long time ago, take a look at the man in the mirror and make a change. Because you can point the finger at your brother, your sister, and whoever else, but until you're ready to change what you're doing, it's not going to domino effect anywhere else. Because that's the problem. Nobody wants to admit they're wrong. And yes, I'm not saying women are right about everything. No, we're not. But we're not the ones running the society. You say you don't want us in charge of nothing, and you want to run everything. And then when you run it into the ground, and you got all these school unalivers out here, unaliving people, and doing all this foolishness, you still want to point the finger at your women when you clearly are the ones running everything. And it's been like that historically, for the most part. I'm not saying there was no bad women, because you had Lady Bathory and all that foolishness, but 95, at least, I would say, percentage. There is a higher percentage of men starting wars than there are women. We back you up. Yes, we do. And sometimes we back you up in the wrong. And that's one of the biggest problems we got as women. You'll go out there and let a man check you out. and taking him all the money, and you out there doing it. We gotta stop backing up the bad men, and we gotta start looking at the good brothers that's out there and saying those are the ones we gonna follow. But we are too quick to follow behind somebody that's low down because of our emotions. That's where the problem with our emotions come in. We love you, so we just let you do any old thing. That's why it takes us so long to leave somebody that's low down. That's just one of the reasons. Because I'm telling you, as an abuse survivor, the first question people ask me is, why didn't you leave? Because go where? With what money? With him steadily sabotaging contraceptives. And I didn't know nothing about life in the world, and that was the first man I had ever been with. Then I had to go to court and fight for 5 long years. And go through 3 lawyers, because the first one became a judge and left me. The second one was low down, and she was a black woman who was a white woman to defend me, because they tell you if you want to win in court, go find somebody white that don't like y'all. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that woman hit it at the park. And she's the one who got her brother, who was a white judge, to agree that no, you need to have custody of them children, because you don't let a known abuser, who is an admitted abuser, you got the photographic proof, you got him up in here admitting in court. So why did it drag out for so long? Because even in this society, they want you to stay dysfunctional, so they'll tell you under the lying guise of hold your family together, knowing that that man is capable of unaliving you, hurting your children and everything, to keep a toxic situation going on. Because they don't give a damn about us. And we don't give one about us either. That's why you're arguing with this man, this king, who's telling you, you need to change so we can fix our society and get together and unite. Now, I'm going to leave it alone from there, but I just wanted to come up and say my piece on that.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all, man. Thank you.
You just got yourself a new follower, Missy.
I'm gonna follow it too.
I get on people's nerves, I know, because that's just the way I was raised. My daddy is a minister and a Vietnam veteran, so you can imagine what I heard.
I hear it in your voice. I hear it in your voice.
My mama was the one who supported him and everything. We went to church every Sunday. You know, and there's a lot of things I don't agree with that go on in religion, which is why I kind of stepped away, but I'm still a spiritual person and I respect them for how they raised me to be. You respect everybody, but you call a spade a spade. And if you can't change what's wrong around you, you do one of 3 things or all 3. You hate it in your heart, you speak out against it, or you work to change it, or all 3.
Amen.
Facts.
I like you. I just followed you, girl.
Well, I like all of y'all, even my brothers and sisters that's a little sick and need to be changed and healed, because I recognize that we was made this way from 450 plus years of oppression in this country. But that's still not making an excuse, because now shame on them for knocking you down, but shame on you for sitting there.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's a matter of trying to adapt the white man's patriarchy. The patriarchy was never made for us, and I think that's what a lot of Black men fail to realize, that this system was not made for you.
They know that, but that's why they gotta try to keep their women under their thumb, because that is the only taste of patriarchy they're gonna get, is trying to reign over women. That's it. That's all they can do. Sadly, men that are not emotionally intelligent, that's how they operate. That's the only way that they can feel powerful. But men who are emotionally intelligent, men that do understand the power of having a woman by their side instead of standing on her neck, those are the men who are the most successful. Those are the men who are more happily married. Those are the men who have longer life expectancies. Those are the men who do have people that are there for them on their last days. These other men, they're going to learn the hard fucking way.
And those are also the men that will be put in nursing homes and they will no longer have a family. So.
Nursing home is crazy.
Real true shit.
Hi, everybody. First, I
I
want to say thank you to the men that are actually different and like make a difference in the world. I feel like we really need that, and you guys are doing a damn good job at it. I know it's not easy, especially with all the men that try to attack y'all and stuff, but keep going. It's very much needed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Scooby, you haven't spoke yet.
Oh man, who's Jesus? I gotta pack some stuff. I was trying to come over here earlier because when you was check these brothers, they keep using this term pander and simp, and you ask these dudes what does it mean, they can't tell you what it means to save their life.
They can't.
And you have to read the definition to them. They didn't want to say, oh yeah, that's the definition, when they didn't get it the first time. The same men that love saying pandering and simp say want to keep upholding this patriarchy because they trying to be the YT man, so forth and so on. And what kills me, what unallows me is these are the same dudes that be running around asking the women are leaving us, they're the most educated. Like it's the same. Like you always say about Cynthia G, it's the same black man.
Same black man every time.
Same black man.
Shout out Cynthia G. They go. For all you niggas on YouTube that heard me say that, I don't give a damn. Shout out Cynthia G, man. I don't agree with her one statement, but overall, fuck you niggas.
And then it just behooves me because I come in this library day. I'll be in the comments mostly. I'll be in the comments all the time. Sometimes I'd rather be known them there than to be seen them there. I'd rather come up, but if I do come up, I'll just be coming up here laughing with Shannon, Chinese men that be coming up here and just be trying to clown us for taking up for women. But there's not enough men taking up for women. And, I shared the same conversation with my Uber driver the other day. And she said it's pretty much the same thing every woman on the panel said. She said the same thing and whatnot.
Appreciate it.
It just behooves me, man. It just behooves me. Yeah, but yeah.
Appreciate all the support, man. Appreciate it. Hey, we gonna. I usually do this on. What the hell is that? I usually do this on Thursdays, y'all, where like it's women only panels. It's run by Jazz, but I'm gonna do it tonight. Any woman who want to come up, YouTube, you're involved too. I can incorporate everybody in the conversation. Everybody can hear. This will be for the women. Scooby, you can stay up. Except I'll speak to you another time. Any other woman who wants to come up, send a request. I only got room for one more box. This is ran by Jazz. I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be here. I just won't be on camera. This is for the women. Any grievances you want to get out, you discuss. You can. It don't have to be negative. If you want to share the negative, I'm not asking you to go into your personal story. Just use TikTok information. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying like for a little bit of time, you want to just have an open panel full of women, no interruption, no filter. As best as TikTok will let you, you can do it. This Cash App that's up is not mine right now. This is Jazz Cash App. She's my co-host. She always gonna be up here. She helps feed the homeless in Florida because they make it kind of hard because it's illegal. I don't know why they put a law on feeding the homeless, but that's stupid. And she helps women in DV situations. So if y'all want to donate to that Cash App right there to help her, a woman helping other women and the homeless, y'all can do that. My Cash App will not be on for the remainder of the live. This for y'all, Jazz. You can go ahead and orchestrate it. I'll be right back. And YouTube, I'm not going nowhere. I'm still here. The camera just gonna be turned off.
Thank you, Shannon. And thank you guys. There's 159 people here still in the chat. If you guys can please tap the screen, let's get over 100K. And if you guys do see the name of the Cash App, it's actually, Shannon, you misspelled it. It's WB Loving Hands. And this Cash App is going to reflect the business name that I'm trying to come up with for the foundation that I'm trying to create. Inspired by my great grandmother. Her name was Willie Bell Thornton. She would feed the homeless in her city. This is what she was known for. She did this for decades. She would feed, house, and clothe the mentally ill and the homeless in her own home. And I lived in that home for a portion of time when I was a kid. So I got to see firsthand what she used to do around these people. So, I knew that she was very genuine in what she did. And she just loved everybody. She loved animals. She loved people. She just loved to see people happy and taken care of. So I want to continue with her work. She passed when I was very young, but she's still very vivid in my mind, just her spirit and her willingness to help. WV's Loving Hands is going to be the name of my foundation. I have to get my caterer's license underway, and I have to finish up partnerships with like the local churches here, because there is a law now where it is illegal to publicly feed the homeless in the state of Florida. And they're also arresting homeless people for sleeping out in the open. So I'm trying to partner with churches that have 501c3s, because they are allowed to feed the homeless with no problem, but the average person cannot do it. I'm going to partner with these churches and either use their kitchen to prepare the food that I am able to purchase with the donations, or I can get supplies that I can drop off to the local DV shelters. I've made some bag lunches to pass out here and there when I can. There are homeless veterans in my area that I try to feed when I can as well. So any little bit helps. Shout out to Latrice, because she did drop off a big donation this morning. I really appreciate you, girl. If you're listening, you're amazing. That's definitely gone to good use. And any little bit helps. So I appreciate you guys and your support thus far. And I will keep you updated on my journey to make this bigger than what it is. Now, if anybody on the panel wanted to share, just like Shannon said, if anybody wanted to share any personal grievances that they've had, specifically with Black men, if you had any great experiences, if there's a Black man that you want to brag on, feel free to do that, because we love to hear that too. And be mindful to use TikTok friendly language if we're, giving our story. And please don't use any names that you don't want to be shared as well.
I do have something else to say. I'm a little calmer now. Regarding my ex, I told you I was a domestic abuse survivor. And even though I'm not making any excuse for his behavior, but one thing I do recognize in our communities as a whole that needs to change is parents really need to stop arguing in front of their children. And they need to stop fighting in front of their children, because you are teaching them what they should be and what to accept. And even mentally, I'm realizing that that's starting to have an impact on them psychologically, to where it kind of even, and I don't have any scientific facts to back this up except my own meandering experience. It can alter their brain chemistry in a way, because my ex-husband was the sweetest child. I know a lot about his past, but sometimes between teenage years and adulthood, he was breaking up fights between his own family. They was calling the police on each other and all that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, he turned into that, and he just couldn't stop. And it didn't make any sense. We went to therapists. We went to psychologists. He was diagnosed with explosive personality disorder. He was diagnosed with manic depression and bipolarity. And I'm like, if this didn't start until after the situation with your own family, I used to talk to him about this and try to get him to rationalize and see. So that was another thing. We're not just talking about somebody who was just hateful. This young man was so intelligent. And I give credit where credit is due, because my parents used to say, if you can't address somebody's good that they do, then you're not fit to judge their evil. But this young man could take anything apart and put it back together. He used to go to my sister's bakery and take her donut line apart. And I mean the whole line, clean the whole thing, and be back home by 3 o'clock in the morning. He could put up any ceiling fans, anything. He just knew how to do things, and he didn't go to school for it. But he was still a domestic abuser. And that's the part that really got me. And then when we were living with his father at a certain point in time, he never put his hands on me, because his daddy was a veteran too. And he said, you put your hands on her in front of me, I'm going to put you in that wall. So why could you not do it in front of your daddy? But then when you got back with your mama and all that emotionalism, because she was the same way, she used to run his daddy down in front of me. So I'm speaking on things that I heard and saw. So my only point to saying all of this is that we might say that some of this stuff is, yes, it rubbed off, and it taught him mentally how to think and what to be, and he's just too weak to put it down. So we might think that, well, some of it is just chemical imbalances, but you are creating imbalances in our young people, is what you need to realize by what you do in front of them and what you raise them to be, because you're not going to make God into no lion. He said, train a child up in the way he is to go. And when he becomes an old man, he will not depart from it. And I remember that 6'4" young man. That boy was 6'4", sitting in the corner of our bedroom, crying, sitting on the floor, looking down at the floor after he had just whooped on me.
And I'm sitting there looking at him, and I said, "Are you ever gonna stop doing this to me and your family?" And he looked down at the floor and shook his head and said, "I don't know if I can." Do you know how sad that is? To hear a grown man say, "I don't know if I can stop hurting the people that I'm supposed to love." So I just thought that was something that really needed to be addressed. And I'm going to tell you, the next generation over, now that I'm trying to fix the mess he made, I got some sweet children, and I'm very proud of them overall, but they are self-harming. I got a daughter who will cut on, I don't know if I can talk about this on here, so I'm trying to say it carefully, but y'all know what I'm getting at. She'll self-harm to deal with her stressors. And I have sons who have been in therapy behind all this stuff, and they have this anger in them that sometimes will make them, when we in big groups of people, just go out. I don't care if it's 30 degrees outside. I'll look around and my child missing from the family reunion because he out there sitting in the cold off the edge of a car by himself, just sitting. And then I got to go out there and hug him and hold him, and he just break down crying. That's what being in a domestic situation does to your children, even if they don't grow up and be violent. It puts something in them that makes it hard for them to function in society. And that inspired me to become a writer. And there's a lot of things that I'm trying to do. So I realized, looking at my children, that there's a lot of children out there that suffer from these things, and they don't think they matter anymore. So I started writing, and I've written my first book. I'm not trying to, pin anything in here, but I'm just making a point to y'all that sometimes when we go through things, it actually puts inspiration in us to do more. And one of the first things that I started writing about was reminding children that they matter. And the first line in my book is, "In all the lands and all the seas, there's only one you, there's only one me. And we pick the flowers and we smell the roses, but it does not matter the size of our noses or cheeks or ears or legs or thighs, the color of our skin, the color of our eyes." These young people need to hear that they matter, and that our problems should not become their problems. But that's what we keep doing, one generation over another. And so I just want us all, men and women, to stop and think for a minute, what am I doing and how is it impacting the next generation? I don't care if you don't like women, men. I don't care if you don't like men, women. Stop running each other down in public forums where your young people are watching you, because you're teaching them that that's how you're supposed to be. And it's one thing to run somebody down. I'm not saying correcting each other is running each other down. No. What happens a lot of the time is correction, and you just don't want to accept it. But telling each other that you ain't shit and saying I ain't nothing, so you ain't gonna be nothing. I heard all that stuff growing up from people in my neighborhood. And there's a lot of things, like I said, that even though I'm a minister's daughter, it's a lot of things that I didn't agree with seeing and hearing. But like my parents said, even my mom at 80 years old has apologized before. I said, "Baby, we did the best we could with what we knew." So I give them props. But there's a lot of things that I don't want to carry over from their generation into mine and the next one. And I done made some mistakes already. Maybe I stayed too long, but then my children wouldn't exist if I hadn't stayed for long as I did. Because my youngest child was 2.5, I believe, 2.5, 3, something like that, when I finally got away from his father. So it's a catch-22 sometimes to question yourself when you make mistakes. But the important thing is not, the biggest part of it is not when you fall down, but it's how you recover. And all I can do is try to recover and tell people, yes, maybe I should have done some things different, but learn from me and don't do that again.
Yeah, that was beautiful, and I really appreciate you sharing that. I think what you said was very significant. You said a lot, but there was something that stood out to me, which you said is what you do afterwards, right? And how you move forward. That's exactly what matters the most. We are going to make mistakes. We are going to, meet people that don't mean us well. And some of us really don't know any better. You mentioned that, this was one of the first people that you were ever with. That's why I can't stand when people make the comments about, ignoring red flags, because some of us, if you weren't taught that, much less, let's start at the fact that there are so many of us who did, just like you explained, experienced DV growing up, like we witnessed it, or, just violence and chaos was just normal to us as children. So a lot of us grow up thinking that that's just how love and relationships work, and that's how they are. And a lot of us, especially Black children, we don't really get to see healthy love. We don't really get to see what a healthy disagreement looks like. We don't get to see people love on each other even when they're upset with each other. We don't get to see parents that wait to have disagreements in private instead of having it in front of the children. There are so many luxuries that apparently is viewed as a luxury now that Black children don't get. They don't get to have those. So what's become normalized to us, unfortunately, not only manifests in our adulthood when we finally get romantic partners, but some of us don't know how to break that, and when we end up having our children. And I really appreciate that a lot about, our generation of people right now, because I do think there are more people that are embracing the realities of mental health and the realities of generational curses, and we're making the proper moves and acknowledging it and getting ahead of it with ourselves and our decisions and the choices that we make in partners, and going to therapy and having family therapy sessions and having those hard talks with our teenagers that we would have never been able to have with our parents, about sex, about relationships, about love, about marriage. We are making the right strides in the right direction. There just needs to be more of us, and it would help a lot more if there were more Black fathers to be a part of those conversations with children, and more supportive Black husbands in the home to maintain this, this barrier of protection in a sense for our children.
And Jazz, what you just said about the households, even with the Black fathers in the households, another thing I think we all need to work on is reminders, especially to our Black men from Black men, that just because you're there, that's not just a pass for you to just do any old thing. Because my dad, again, I got great respect for him, but there are things he did I simply did not agree with. When you are angry with your child because they chose somebody, for example, that you didn't like, does that mean that you just allow any old thing to happen to them? Because that's the kind of parents I had. Well, you married, but then it was keep your family together. So it was this whole twisted, convoluted way of I'm mad at you, so whatever happens is on you. We got to stop being that hateful and being that vindictive towards our own children. If they don't know any better, and then I grew up getting told I was going to hell every 10 seconds. So you didn't want me with nobody.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's just, it's this convoluted way to these old school, these old heads.
My bad. I wouldn't expect that. My bad.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't expecting that I had to grow with it. Oh, I can laugh about it now because I'm 40 years old, but no, you gotta stop threatening your children every 10 seconds. I said, wake up, life is hell. I said, so you keep threatening me with that all you want. We there.
Or telling them that everything is something you can just pray through. Like, fuck that. Mm-hmm. There's some people you do need to leave behind. There are some people who you can pray for from a distance. You don't need to pray to forgive your cheating husband. You don't need to pray to forgive your cheating spouse, or your disrespectful spouse, or your abusive spouse, or your predatory spouse. You don't need to pray through none of that shit to come to the realization that you don't need to stay married to that person, or that person should have never been in your life. So I completely understand the pressures that come with not only being a person in a religious, someone who is in the church to that extent. That has to be hard. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from.
Telling people to keep their family together is not always the best thing to do either. You want to keep a family together. Of course, we want whole households. But if it's doing more harm, its harm is greater than its benefit, then y'all need to get away from each other and just be at peace and teach them children what it looks like to respect one another, even if y'all not together. But we just can't seem to do that sometimes.
I want to circle back to what Danae said. I'm sorry, I'm choked up behind that. The main point that stuck with me was that we just want to love and be loved. And I just don't understand why men as a whole don't understand that. That really hurts.
I don't think they don't understand it. I think they don't feel the need to be loved until they have nothing left to offer. And that's, I mean, I just came to that realization myself. It's like, men are raised to achieve a certain status, to get admiration and attention and access to women. But once they're out of their prime and, the money dries up, their personality dries up, everything else dry up, hairline receding, ED, the whole nine. When reality is hitting them where it hurts, that's when they want love. That's when they want somebody to love them, flaws and all. That's when they want somebody to view them skin deep and all that other stuff. They don't care about that when the D's still working. They don't care about that when the beard ain't gray. They don't care about that when they still have all the possessions, the things that they all the superficial stuff. They don't care about it when it's in that time of their life. When they no longer have that, that's when they want the real thing, and then it's too late.
I got to say this before I forget, but you just said something. You just said a word, because I heard somebody in here earlier talk about when you 40 years old and you dried up and you this. Do you know how many 25 to 35-year-olds I know for a fact got ED? I didn't even realize how many of them it was until I tried to jump back into the dating pool. Mm-hmm. And I just said, you know what, this ain't for me right now. Because, like I said, I'm happier being single. At least I got peace. Mm-hmm. But so many of them will offer to, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or perverse right now, but there's a reason they offer to put their lips places instead of just having population in the bedroom. Because you find out later when you try to do them that they can't get it up. And I did not know that. And I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm saying it because why in the world are younger people getting cervical cancer, colorectal cancer? You got all these issues with erectile dysfunction in your late 20s to early 30s. This is not normal.
Corn.
If you're making mockery of a woman at 40, and she can still sleep with whoever she wants, you're not the one having a problem getting it up. So y'all need to watch what you're saying, because that might come back to bite you later. That's all I'm saying.
It's corn, linked to corn, and I can't say the hand. Yeah. I'll just say the hand.
Yeah.
Corn and the hand.
So, Miss Jen, I was listening earlier to the conversation you were having with a young lady about like waiting on her child's father to propose to her. And I'm actually in the same situation. Like, I've only ever been with him. So I relate to Miss Mia. Sorry, I can't see your whole name. So my apology. So I relate to that too. I felt like I was like wanting a fairy tale, like the movies that you grew up seeing. And it kind of sad when you realize that doesn't exist. So
I know that it feels, I know how it feels, because I mean, we've all had our first boyfriend. I mean, some of us have had our first boyfriend and have had plenty after that. And I promise it gets better. They are not the only men on this planet, and that's their problem. A lot of us have centered these men and made them think they're the only man on this planet. And that's why they think they are invincible. They believe that they are irreplaceable. They believe that there is absolutely nothing they can do to make you walk away. And that's why they try you. That's why they play in your face, because they think you won't go anywhere. They know that you love them. They're fully aware of that. They know that you'll do anything for them. They know that you're loyal to them. And those are the three things those are the three things that'll make a man act a whole ass out here, unfortunately. They cannot handle knowing that a woman adores them and wants to be with them and cherish them, especially when they're young. A lot of these dudes, they don't value it. They simply don't. Or they value it from you. Let me put it that way. They value it from you. They want that shit from a woman. They want all those things from a woman, but they don't feel that it's required of them to be valued. And staying with them is proving them right. Leaving his ass will prove him wrong. Leaving him will show him you ain't the only mofo on this planet that will appreciate me, because you're not even doing that. You're not appreciating me. If I got to worry about begging you or always leaving hints that I want to get married, and he's not doing that, he's not ready for you. Plain and simple, he's not ready for you. So let him stay stuck. Let him stay stagnant, and you go and grow. You go find what works better for you. And man aside, do what makes you happy. If you're young and you don't got no kids with this man, listen, you in the best position ever. I'm a mother of 2. That's why breaking up with niggas is easy for me, because I don't have to deal with you. I can move on with my life. I don't have to see your face. I don't got to hear your name. I don't got to hear your voice. I don't got to deal with your mama. I don't got to deal with your daddy. And I don't got to raise your bobblehead ass kids. I can move on with my life and be happy. So count your blessings, women. Y'all be out here crying over these men. Yes, I know it hurts. Sorrows, prayers. But you don't got to raise no babies with them. So you win. You fucking win. If you don't get knocked up, you win. you'll win automatically. So, with that being said,
hold on, let me. It's like just for 5 seconds. YouTube. I made an exception tonight, so tomorrow y'all know there will not be a YouTube live. You're gonna have to come to TikTok. It's the same name for this type of conversation, and will be orchestrated by Jazz. So if you want to come up, click the link. And we do have 2 more spots on TikTok. Y'all just can't see it. So if there's 2 more women that want to come up for a time being, I can switch it to 8 instead of 6. But
Can I ask Astro a question?
Go ahead. Who?
I think I'm pronouncing it right. Star.
Yeah.
A-star G.
A-star. I'm sorry, baby.
Yes, no, you're fine.
So, why are you waiting for him to change?
It's because we do have a 1-year-old together. Unfortunately, I feel bad for my son, but I know that I can't stay like for the kids because I'm not going to be happy anyway. And like, if he does propose, I'm not going to want it anymore because I know it's going to be a here damn ring at this point. I'm not settling for that. So I'm at the point where like, I think it's time to leave. But like,
and see, that's the thing is that I am a product of that when it comes to parents staying together for the kids. When I tell you it is best for you to split up, because when I was young, I begged my mom to leave because it was more detrimental to me and my brother for me to see them argue and to fight because of the dynamic that they have, because it was just so heartbreaking for me to see them both go through that. I'm telling you now that your child will thank you if you were to leave right now and to pursue something a lot better.
She's telling you right, baby, because I'm telling you it costs a lot more once you done got that ring on your finger to get out of it when you finally realize later that you done wasted a decade, 2 decades of your life on the wrong person because, oh, well, I just wanted to stay with them. Please listen at your sisters right now. This is not us trying to tell you to be toxic and break up your household. This is telling us you don't have a whole household already, even if y'all together, and you are not at peace and y'all are not getting along. You need to show your child what it looks like to be at peace above all else.
You will be a better version of yourself for your child, not being up under a man who clearly doesn't appreciate you, who's going to make you jump through hoops to show him, to prove to him your value. If you said you have a son, right?
Yes, ma'am. He's 1 year old.
He's still very young, so that's good, right? It's definitely best to do it now when he's a little too young to remember anything. But as he gets older, because this is even beyond him being the age that he is right now. The older he gets, any relationship that you get into, you have to remember he is watching. He's only getting older. He's understanding more. He's going to either observe mommy having standards and standing on boundaries in business with these men and upholding her value and not accepting just anything and not begging for love and not begging for a ring. He's going to pay attention to that. And he's going to see this is how my mom operated. This is what because your son, you were God to your son. You know, like we forget. I have a son myself. I know that I am the first option of love in his eyes when it comes to a woman. So I refuse to let him see me be treated as less than how he sees me. Mm-hmm. And when I put my mind to that standard, there hasn't been a Negro to convince me of shit less. I promise you. You have to get so comfortable with loving yourself and putting yourself and your children first that the slightest hint that a man is not taking you seriously and he playing in your face is nothing for you to walk away from him.
That's right. It's going to hurt you less to leave now than watching your child when they get older run into that door, because I had to go through that looking for that parent to come home every time the doorbell rang. Hey, do you know how heartbreaking that was for me to watch? But I knew better. So I had to do better. But watching my youngest child run to the door every time somebody would knock at the door expecting their daddy to come home when we first split up was heartbreaking for me.
Lizzie said block him. That's her child's father. She can't block him. Scott said, y'all need a woman on the panel that's in a healthy relationship. Sir, we've been there. And I don't understand what difference it would make because we're not necessarily saying anything that's false. There's nothing about the situation that she needs to deal with, period. The only thing she got to do is co-parent with this man. That's it. He hasn't made her a wife, so she's not right now.
I don't understand why they think we've never experienced a healthy relationship. There's been healthy relationships, there's been bad relationships. To the other lady's point at the beginning, we're all human. You've had good relationships and bad relationships. We're telling her, we've seen the signs, don't run into the brick wall. Like, it's like right in front of you, and you refuse to look at it. This is so annoying.
That women are warning other women of what not to do so we can have healthy relationships. So that was an unintelligent thing to post in the first place.
Wait, Scott, do you have a wife? Are you in a healthy relationship?
Exactly. It's always the one that's not married, that whose wife left them and always talking all that crap.
Like these niggas that's married that think they in a healthy relationship,
But you got a whole,
can't stand their ass.
Wife planning to leave them.
You got a whole married man on the panel.
Yep.
I
Relationships, if y'all would stop messing them up. So whoever said that in the chat, we're not the ones messed it up. If you was an abuser, who messed that up? You. Stop doing stuff to make the relationship unhealthy. Because you're supposed to be running that household. You said man is king of his castle, man takes charge. But you talking about you need a woman in a healthy relationship. Whose fault is it the relationship got unhealthy if you were supposed to be maintaining your household and you didn't? So don't come for us on that.
You need to abuse that just to make care about it.
Does anybody have any advice for like a mother of a boy on like that doesn't really have a dad that's emotionally intelligent and he hates his own mother and he like
I can't speak on having a boy, but I have a little girl and I was you almost 9 years ago and I tried to meet this man halfway with everything. I fought like hell for my family. He just wanted to be stupid. He's still stupid to this day. Like a fool will be a fool. Like when my therapist told me that, look, you can only control yourself and your child up to a certain degree. He's going to be a fool regardless. You got to decide if you want to accept that or not. So I'm not forcing you into anything. It took me a long time to finally realize this is an idiot.
Do you have a healthy relationship with your father or uncles or brothers? Do you have healthy relationships with people like that in your life?
I do have healthy relationships. I'm sorry.
I was talking to Star. I'm sorry. He had asked a question, and I want
don't really have any good examples of men in my life, so it's kind of rough. Like that's why I want to know what I can do as a mom to make sure my son comes out to be a good man.
Do you go to church, Star?
Yep.
Okay. Do you enjoy your church? Like, do you feel comfortable at your church?
I would want to find one that's like that talks about like more issues that need to be addressed in the world. But
okay. So when you do, right? Because I understand the importance of being in a community where you feel heard and seen. When you finally find the church that works for you, that you're comfortable at, typically they have men there that do mentor young boys. And I would recommend that if you find somebody there of leadership that you're comfortable with and that you trust, and that I would never recommend anyone leaving their children alone with any of these people. But besides that, like if they have any programs or if they have any like get-togethers, if they have any events that are geared towards mentorship for young boys, I would highly encourage to get your son involved in that as he gets older. If you don't have any men in your life in your proximity that you would trust to do that.
I didn't even think of that. So thank you for that.
I also Tony Gaskins, I don't know if you know who that is. He's actually starting one-on-one session with okay, I don't have all the facts straight. Tony Gaskins, you could check him out. Hasn't cheated on his wife. First one that started giving women the game. Been faithful consistently all the way through. You can go check him out, and he is starting something for one-on-one sessions, not personally, like meeting with your child and stuff like that, but he's doing something to where he's going to be doing like an online coaching session with young men. So he's saying that the adult can join in on that as well. Like you and your son can be tune in and get counseling through that. So if you want to look into him, That's a person I would always recommend.
I definitely will. So thank you guys for the advice.
No problem.
I really appreciate it.
And somebody mentioned if he gets involved in sports, that's also a good. I mean that environment in general, he's going to have pretty good influence there. Not all good, but you know he's going to have a lot of like brotherhood and that kind of environment. And there's typically coaches that he can look to that are fathers that can be mentors to him as well. So, and also therapy, like therapy helps at the end of the day. Like
child therapy.
if his father is going to continue to, because you got to prepare for anything, honestly, if you plan to leave this person, and it can go either way. And I'm in no way wishing this. I'm in no way trying to, speak this over your life, but it is a reality. There are men who will discontinue being fathers because they no longer with the mother.
They don't like the mama.
That's what I think about too.
Like, so if that ends up being the case, right? When you can, as he gets older, therapy, not just for him, but for you, will be ideal, because he's going to need to compartmentalize his feelings and be able to understand how to articulate how he feels about that. He is going to have questions. He is going to question himself. He's going to question you eventually. And, I know how hard it is to try to put the pieces together when it comes to things like that. It's not an easy position to be in, but it is not an impossible one either. So, being able to talk it out, get some guidance, and be able to just express in a healthy way makes a huge difference.
Don't be scared to get a new man, girl, because one thing about it, my father was an amazing father to my brother. Me and my brother don't have the same father, but as soon as my dad stepped in when my brother was 3 months old, everything changed tremendously. My brother is now married with one kid, has another kid on the way. Him and his wife are happily married, and he's just an amazing man, an amazing husband, an amazing father overall. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't let these men, you're a single mom, ain't nobody gonna want you. That's a fucking lie. A whole ass lie.
Whole ass lie. My mom had 3 of us, maybe 3. She was married to my father when she had us, but she had 3 children when she met my stepfather. And he has been amazing. My stepfather, listen, there's nothing you could tell him. He treats my daughter like that is his own. Like that is her best friend. That is his granddaughter. There's nothing he would not do for her, and she's always been an amazing pillar in our family. So it's definitely possible. It's just about getting to a place in your life where you just won't accept none of that bullshit. And trust me, you will see your life change for the better. Men aside as well, your life will change for the better.
One other thing, baby, before you bring any new man around your children, you get to know him and take your time with him first, because I know that we've had some great experiences, and I love hearing that men are stepping up, as they say, not being the stepdad, but the dad who stepped up to some of these ladies on the panel. But there are people out there that will get in your face and you'll find out they're doing something inappropriate to their child. And we all know that this is a fact. Do not take a predator home. And even if they're telling you all the right things,
Or if he says he doesn't want children, but he willing to date you and you have a child, do not fuck with that person. Please don't. That is a huge red flag as well. That means he just ready to pump something in you, or he up to no good in some other area. I don't trust men that say that. I have 2 kids. There's no reason for you to want to be with me in my face claiming you don't want kids and you don't have any of your own. Nope.
And it's just the fact that they tell us that we pick wrong, but there's just so much wrong to pick from. So I'm not trying to pick wrong again.
Shell said, I disagree. Even the ones you trust can do some shady stuff. Yes, they can, Shell. And that's why I said you can only do so much. Telling a woman you should have picked better, how's she going to know what she picked if she don't try to date somebody?
So I was with my ex-fiance for 3 years. I never left my kids alone with him. And he was a very trustworthy person. But nope, I don't play them games.
You can't bathe my child. You can't take my child nowhere with you alone. You can't do none of that stuff until we are actually married or we are together starting our own family and merging it. You don't get to take my child nowhere I ain't. And I don't do that with anybody. No. And I got 5 of them. And mine about to be 18, 16, 14. I took care of my children. And I'm telling you, as many problems as they got, it could have been a lot worse if I had left them with the wrong people. I had some of my own family members going against me on that. You don't let your children go nowhere. You don't let them do nothing. No, I don't. Because I don't trust none of y'all. I don't even trust you.
Damn business.
That's what I'm saying.
He's so quick to cuss people out. Ain't no way.
They can't walk behind me at the stove. Get in front of me so I can see what's going on. You get up front.
I'm sorry. I also believe in like just sleeping around with men, because I feel like if you're sleeping with them, you may as well date the bad men and stuff, because that's pretty much everything. Like, our bodies are very valuable.
Well, be careful. Listen. Ain't nobody a saint around here.
That's right.
And if you need some needs met, ma'am, do it. Just be protected and keep them pills on deck, ma'am. Keep all of them on deck.
Yeah, but just because you slept with him don't mean you should be taking him home to your family.
The fetus. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding, but I'm not. But yeah, don't be letting nothing come about you, because it ain't no.
And also, don't be afraid to be empathetic with your child. Like, I feel like why a lot of men hold resentment towards their mothers as to why their father is gone is because a lot of moms are so frustrated and so anxious, and they have a lot on their backs. So they aren't very emotionally empathetic with their sons. You hear a lot of men say, oh, men have it hard because we aren't able to express our emotions and blah, blah, blah. Let your child express as much as they can.
Men don't have it hard.
I believe that theory to a certain extent, but most of the time they say this is huge.
I believe that shit all cap. Men don't have it hard. Shit, and then if you do, men made it hard. You know
I don't believe that, but I feel like that's where it comes from.
We got it hard. We got it hard as black men. We can't ever express ourselves as black men. Shut your ass up. You can't express yourself.
I have a hard because my teacher.
Life is hard for me. Woe me as a black man, and our women don't understand. Shut your ass up, nigga. Women ain't never told you to keep your mouth shut. Your mama always told you if you needed to cry. Your mama always told you to open up. Your mama always told you to let it out. You know, come talk to me if you have anything. And your damn dad, if he was actually there, he'd be like, hey man, if you need to talk about something, you come talk to me about. Ain't nobody told your motherfucking ass don't cry. Well, it happened to a certain extent, but niggas be acting like women just out here be suppressing men from opening up. They be the ones asking you to open up. That's why I can't. I'm sorry. I hate my little tangent. I can't stand it.
No cap. I have seen.
Made me stand up and read it.
Where?
Childhood resentment to adulthood. Where? So even if you did have problems with your mama or your daddy as a child, you are a whole adult now. If there's a woman that comes along and says, I'm listening, I want to be with you, she wouldn't choose you if she didn't love you. We know that. Let the woman choose a man whom she loves enough to honor and respect. When a woman chooses a man, she's trying to be there for you. So it's not an excuse of, well, my daddy and my mama didn't do that. She's trying to do it for you. So what is your problem?
When?
Stop whining. You're right. A real man just told you, because I was about to agree with you fully, JB, but until that man stepped up and said, no. You got to remember, they're still grown men now. And as adults, we got to be grown. We can't keep worrying about, well, my childhood was this. We can't hold on to that. You got to be grown now.
Because collectively, they don't give a damn what women went through to get to where they are. Like, they don't care if you had childhood traumas and that's why you went through this and did this and made this choice in partner and had this many kids or whatever. They don't care about none of that. They expect to hold you accountable since you were an adult. They have zero grace for you because you were an adult. And if you were an adult at any point you made any of them decisions, they don't give a shit how you got there. So we need to hold them to that same standard. You're grown. You made decisions. You continue to make decisions. Hold them to the same standard that they hold us, unrealistic or not.
We're not going to call you.
That is true.
Even after
It's just that
take care of all them children by myself, I still got to set a good example. And I had somebody who was hurting all of us. So if I, as a woman, just stand up and say, no, that's not going to stop mama. You're going to watch mama ride. Then you as a man going to get off your behind and stop making excuses too.
that is true 100%. And I do agree with y'all 100%. It's just, I just feel like there should definitely be a door open for the parents because even me being a woman that's 24 years old, I don't feel like I can open up as much to my father because of how he is with not being able to show emotions. I heard him cry for the first time in 18 years after his father passed. And it's because of how he was raised and things like that. And I know that's not an excuse. I know that's
my father is the same way. We still argue. I don't like to go visit them because I already know the minute I get out there, it's going to be some dysfunctionality. So I'm telling you, as a woman who's been where you at, find somebody else to open up to. I just don't expect it out of him. I stopped expecting to get water from a rock. That doesn't mean he doesn't love in his own way, but he is not an emotional person, and he will be quick to blame his family, his children. He'll be just nice to everybody else as a religious leader, but us, every time we mess up, you stomp down with both feet and ain't got no kindness in you. And we done got on his case about that, all of us as a whole, as adults now. But he's 70 years old. Them people, them old heads not going to change, so we got to change who we go to and how we handle it. So we got your back, sis. If your daddy don't, one of us will. I'm trying to tell you, we got to find somebody who will listen. Stop expecting them to. I know it's hard, but let it go because they just set in their way. But we love you. You got to lean on who loves you in the right way. That don't mean he don't love you. I'm not saying he don't. But if he can't love you in the way that you need in order to feel like your presence matters to him or that you feel heard, find someone who does. Because he's not the only human being on the planet. And even though he's your dad by title, he's still just a man. He's just a human being. We don't agree with everything human beings do. But we got you, sis. Somebody gonna have it.
Hey, somebody said get a rose. Y'all gonna blow your clit up. And I'm gonna laugh.
First of all, that doesn't happen, Shannon.
I'm not fucking around.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making it clear because you might scare some women off. Now, listen,
No, but I'd rather you
that
do
thing
that.
does some things, and it keeps it. Listen, it does what it's supposed to do. Okay, it does what it's supposed to do.
YouTube chat be funny, the motherfucker. Get a rose. Get you one. I'd rather you get a rose than messing around with STD bandits. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you can't control yourself, you know, if you gotta get one
close
off.
your ears real quick. Close your ears real quick.
I am a grown ass man.
Nah, I'm just going to see. Scuba know how to listen. Scuba did. Thank you, Scuba. It wasn't for Scuba. Shannon need to cover his ears real quick.
Fuck, I need to cover my ears for.
That just do it, sir. Just do it, just for 5 seconds. I just need to say something real quick.
Hey man, my ears ain't closed. Everything
bullshit.
Everything that she about to, I guarantee everything that she say that didn't happen before with her. Me and my wife been already did it.
Oh, they're hers unalive.
No.
Okay. Hush. Cover your ears. I gotta replace it. I need a charger to be replaced. The charger, I didn't replace the whole damn thing. But anyway, it does what it's supposed to do, and it does keep you out in the street. It's almost like it's the voice of reason. It keeps the lies from penetrating the ears, and it keeps everything else away. I promise you, it is a wonderful investment. But if you go a little too ham, you're gonna have to replace it in less than 6 months. Just throwing it out there.
Because I'd be celibate for 6 months at a time, so I very much so need one.
Look, they got the rose, they got the microphone type point, they got the personal massager.
No, Sahar, I was just playing. Bro. I'll be joking.
Dana, can I ask you a question?
You said Shannon?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Where does your passion for this come from? Because not saying you are by any means, but I know a lot of men that do pander, but I know for a fact that you don't. So I just want to know, where does your true passion for this come from?
That I never heard this in my family. My mama died when I was 16. I'm married to a black woman. I came out of one. And honestly, I just don't like niggas that complain about women, because there's plenty of good women out there. And growing up, I understand that majority of the time it was men who messed up with their relationship. My wife is my wife. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I share my testimony, what God told me. My wife is my wife. But I had good women who messed up those relationships with me. You know what I'm saying? My first real relationship was at 18. I didn't even start having intercourse until I was 18. Those women were wife material, but who was childish? Me.
Right.
I wasn't cheating or nothing, but I just, you know how you want to play the game, or you wasn't giving her quality time and shit like that. You want to hang out with the homeboys and shit like that, but you got a whole, that's fucking dumb. But at 23, I knew what I like. When I grew up, I was like, at 23 years, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm looking for a wife. And I started moving in that way. And I waited, and I found my woman, and I got married at 25, been married for 3 years. Been married for 3 years, and hopefully forever. But my passion really comes from the fact that I just don't like bitch ass niggas complaining about women. I can't. Yes, I do protect black women on this side. Yes, I'm all for black women on this side. But a lot of it, fam, is just because I don't like them niggas. Like I keep trying to tell people, I just don't. I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. YouTube, I got to keep it real. I can't stand seeing a grown man cry about a woman he not fucking. I just. Don't make it all about y'all. I love y'all, but it's me. I'm the problem. I can't stand it. I can't deal with it. It makes me mad.
Don't want no whiny man.
That's what I'm saying. It makes me mad because if I was to do this, complain about women, I'm not having intercourse, my dad would tap me in the chest and then ask me, is there something I want to tell him? if you know, no, I'm serious, man. Like, he'll be like, nigga, do you like women? Even if that's misogynistic, or I mean, not misogynistic, even if that's anti the certain community. Let's keep it real here, just for a second. He would ask me, he'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you got something you want to tell me, son? Like, you don't like women or something? Like, it's by the time we had a conversation. Like, I can't do that. The men in my family wouldn't even allow the shit that these men say online. My pastor would catch me outside, man. And my pastor, my uncle. he'd be like, man, come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, no, I'm just, no, he wouldn't hit me or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just keeping it real. I don't like niggas complaining about women that they not having intercourse with, and when they generalize black women, I ain't going for that. And when you say black women, you talking, I take it personally, even though it's not a personal attack. I take it personally on purpose. You talking about my mama, you talking about my nieces, you talking about my if I had some sisters, you'll be talking about them, you talking about my women cousins, and nigga, right. And now you're talking about everyone. You want to make generalizations about black women, I'm gonna make generalizations about fuck them niggas. Sorry for cursing, but yeah, that's where the passion come from. I just don't like them niggas.
True.
And I'm married to a good black woman, right, sitting right here on the couch. You know what I'm saying? I came out the woman one. It don't mean every black woman is good. I don't know why they be trying to gaslight me. You saying every black? I didn't say that. I didn't fucking say that. I didn't say that at all. I know most of them are just not the demons that you play them out to be. You be the demon. That would it be. The niggas be the demon, and they ruin everything they touch. So that's where the passion come from, fam. I don't like bitch ass niggas.
What do you have to say about a man that doesn't want to fully commit he's financially ready, if that makes sense?
Oh, if you don't want to do it, then don't even sleep around. You know what I'm saying? But humans go, here's what I would say, bro. That's stupid. Don't drag that woman along. Because what they'll do is, I'm not ready to commit, but I still want the benefits of what come with her, which is box. You know what I'm saying? Box and maybe a few cooked meals. Don't even waste her time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would tell those men. But if you have a woman that's willing to work with you, like you're working, it ain't like you broke, ain't like you struggling or something, but you talking about getting to it, man, go ahead and lock that woman down and build with her. She there for you, nigga. It ain't gonna get much better for you. The niggas nowadays ugly.
You said Bill. You said Bill.
I know. Jazz. Jazz. You misheard me. I said build. I said.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say. I didn't say build a man. I said build with. Build with. Like y'all building with each other.
Guys, are you against building with a man? Because I feel like that's what I'm having a hard time with.
It depends on what the man is claiming building is, because there's some men who are naturally providers, and his idea of me building with him is me sitting my pretty ass down in the house, making the house a home, making sure that he come home to a peaceful space. That
still would be building with.
Me working when I fucking feel like it, not because he needs my income to make ends meet. Those are men that think that that's building. And there are some men who think building is building him, going 50-50, being
No.
And I know that's not what Shannon was saying when he said it, but a lot of these men that hear, like, I guess I just have traumatized to the word build at this point. I don't even like hearing that, man. I don't like hearing that shit, because the second a man say that shit, there's some bullshit.
I would say I don't like the concept. I don't like the concept of 50-50. Now some niggas will probably get mad at me when I say this. This is stupid. Look, I don't want my wife paying nothing, so I pay everything. I'd rather her work, keep her money, and then she use money on stuff like traveling and groceries and stuff like that, but all the other things already paid for. I don't like the concept of 50-50. That's stupid, in my opinion. What the fuck are we splitting the bills for when we could just use one income, which should be the man's income? I don't give a fuck. I'm upholding the patriarchy. Fuck you niggas. It should be the man. It should be the man's income, and you know, her money is going towards other things, traveling, shopping, things around the house, whatever. But nigga, that important shit, nigga, like really important, nigga, you supposed to be knocking that down point blank period.
Yeah,
I don't care. And if any man got a problem, you a simp. Shit, the biggest.
See, that's what a lot of the men in my family does, but they use that as a means to control, you know.
What's the means to control?
We gotta have conversations with these men, like in deep thought, like, and I get what you're saying, because I've been in that situation, JB. It is a slippery slope, right? There are men who think that if they're providing, that means that they can treat you like garbage. If you don't please them, if you don't do exactly what they say when they want. There are some men who do it just because they have that power. And I've been in that situation. I have experienced my son's father was the worst possible person I could have ever encountered in my life. The niggas should have never even gotten a handshake from me. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. But he was a provider. I was a live-in quote unquote girlfriend at that time, and you know, I didn't have to ask for anything. Everything was taken care of always. I can say that. The bougie dude, so life was nice, but it was nice in that sense. He wasn't a kind person. He wasn't a generous person. He wasn't a man that truly valued what I thought and what I felt, unless it was directly benefiting or catering to him in some way. So we have to be careful about the kind of men we let in our lives. And I know that's, you know, people wear a mask. I understand that. But this is why I've encouraged, I'm back in the dating pool. I've been for a little bit now. Not long. It's only been about a year, because I was recently engaged as well. So been here, done that. And I've been previously married. I had a lot going on, but whatever. Experience. I learned that the sooner you push these niggas' buttons, the sooner you can see if that mask gonna fall off or not.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said. Make them angry.
Questions about them. Ask him if he's religious. Ask him what he believes in. Ask him if he supports AB. Ask him what he thinks about women's rights. Ask him if he knows his history. Ask him what his relationship is like with his mother. If he has children, see how he talks to and treats and talks about the mother of his children. See if he takes the high road with her, she's the messy one. And see if he tries to be petty with her at all. Don't just get his side of the story. Talk to her ass too. I promise you won't regret it. Don't let him feed you any stories. Let his actions show you everything you need to know. Listen, but take it as a grain of salt, anything he says. Let his actions follow through, and I promise you, it pushes buttons a little bit. See if he won't call you out your name because y'all disagree. See if he starts treating you funny or treating you less than if you're not offering up some coochie and you're actually opposing an opinion of his. Be a little bit too independent and go and be educated and get your degrees and see if he hating on you or if he's rooting for you. These are things you got to look at sooner than later to know if he's for you or not. And he's also going to, again, show you. He's going to be a provider if that's what he is.
Yep, a real man is not gonna wait on you to ask him them questions. He's gonna start telling you, I was a horrible human being. I needed to change. I did this, I did that. And even if she did this, I still should have been a man and did that. Because I've heard some of them do that. Some men will just flat out tell you, I needed to change. I needed to do better. I messed up. If a man or any human being in general can't admit to you they flaws at all, then you got a problem there. Because if you don't see nothing wrong with you, but you see something wrong with everybody around you, then that means that you're never going to admit you're wrong about anything when you with me. That's toxicity right there.
JB, can I ask you a question? Did you ask me a question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now that's funny. You actually said you can tell that I'm not pandering. What separates me? Because these niggas love to call me Derek Jack. They've been searching for dirt for 3 years. I keep searching, nigga. Keep searching. What made you actually see that?
Because I can just tell with the way you speak. I'm a good reader. Like me, for being young, I am very, very good at reading people and knowing what they mean and how they say it. And, you know, you can just tell because you don't use, what do they call those buzzwords that men say and things like that, you know, like the Derrick Jacksons and things like that. You actually get on live, you actually confront these men, you actually go head up. And that's what really stuck out to me is that you actually go head up with these men, especially when I forgot what his name was, came up here. It was about a week ago. I forgot. I follow him though, but he has a girlfriend. She likes skin and whatever the case may be. But I'm just
he got a big platform, like over 150,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for sure.
I think I know you talk. I think I know you talking about because he do a lot of inspirational.
Yeah, and that caught me off guard because it's like I thought you were for women, but you're confronting a man about going against men that are going against women.
I think I call out men directly. I'm not sugarcoating, and mostly black men. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm saying it how it is. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna do none of that, right? So I think they get mad at this word black men. Motherfucker, that's what I'm talking about. Like what you mean? Like I shouldn't call out black men. Like I shouldn't call out the men in my community. And what makes me mad is I say black men, and then I go into the specifics of who I'm talking about, the kinds of black men I'm talking about. But they choose to identify with that. But I was confused because I know who he was too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking bad about it, but I knew who he was too. That's why I was like, bro, you said you retired your woman. You found a good woman, retired her. You work hard and you take care of everything. But you mad that I called out what got me in trouble, which I didn't care. I used that what's that dude's name? The Chiefs player. I used him as an example to be like he should have chose. Yeah, he should have chose better. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not fuck him, like not listen, but like I use as an example to point out the hypocrisy of man, because if it would have been a woman to go through that situation, they would have said, well, she knew what type of man she was getting. So the fact that this woman put hands on him allegedly and cheated on him allegedly, right? I said, well, he should have chose better. Niggas got mad. They started making a whole bunch of stitches. Oh, bro, this ain't the situation you want to use. Well, tell me what other situation, because it didn't matter that Cassie was getting her ass drugged from elevator to elevator. Y'all didn't give a fuck about that. So if you know, what situation can I use to show that y'all niggas are hypocrites? So like my thing is they just get mad at hearing black men. They want to come in and play victim, but when it's black women, when niggas are saying black women, none of y'all are nowhere to be found. Y'all niggas ain't checked you ain't tried to, I ain't gonna say check. You ain't tried to talk to Anton Daniels. You ain't tried to talk to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I have talked to both of these men. I tried. And them niggas got bigger platform than all of us combined and more influence. Anton Daniels is on Fox every other week. Fox News. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, don't act like say it like that. It's not like I ain't trying to, you know, call them out and say that. Nigga, I actually tried to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? These niggas on Fox News. You know, so like it's, you know, y'all can't say nothing. Angry man bigger than Earth. And he talking about black women all the time. Nigga got his own gravitational pull. I can't stand a man with a gravitational pull that want to talk about women all day. You're fat. And nothing against big people. But come on.
No, baby, that's not fat. That's morbidly obese. There's a difference. When somebody is morbidly obese, that ain't trash talking. It's telling it like it is.
That nigga got Mars, Jupiter,
unhealthy and morbidly obese.
He got his own son.
And on top of that, you actually brag and boast about your marriage. When Derrick Jackson was on and doing all that crap, we didn't even know he was married. We didn't even know that.
He put it in the book. He put it in his book. That's how they found out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just
they trying to call Shannon all kind of Derrick Jackson.
It's been going on for 3 years.
Awakening. What's that man name on a good conversation? Ace
Ace Metaphor. Man, hey, listen. You know what? Now I was about to say fuck Ace. But Ace might invite me, so I'm gonna see how this rock out, and then I'm gonna go in there and be like, "All you niggas is trash." If them niggas invite me to whatchamacallit, and I get paid for going, I'm gonna go. And then I'm gonna set it off. When it's my turn to speak, I just want to start off by saying, "All you niggas is trash." every single.
And you made a good point. If you are not categorized as what these black men are, as what these people talk about, why are you even speaking on it? Like I seen some dude in the comments talking about some don't group all men together. If you know you are not a part of this specific group that we're talking about, why does this bother you? When I see men's platform go across, black women this, black women that, I don't respond because guess what? That ain't me. That's not me.
If it don't, the same gaslighting statement they love to say, if it don't apply, let it apply. Nigga, you were trying to make it apply. What the fuck are you? They know what they be doing.
You like, bro,
you were literally trying to make it apply. You knew what you was doing. But then when it's black men, now that a man calling out men, now it's you're pandering, bro. You ain't go. The funniest thing is you ain't gonna get none. But I get some from my wife.
Yeah, that's all it's about for them. Anytime they do anything for a woman, it's because they want to get in your draw. And I experience that every day. I work at a casino. I get flirted with upwards of 100 to 200 men a day. It don't matter that I tell them I got 5 children. I'm a single mom. I'm 40 years old. No, you're not. You look 20. Oh my God, you're so good. I don't give a crap. Sometimes I just tell them, look, I'm not going to sleep. That's the only reason you're approaching me. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Have you tried asking them for money?
It's rough. No, I said that's my money because I get paid in tips. So now I sit there and bite my tongue and let them act a fool. And then next thing you know, you're dealing with drunk too, in that atmosphere. But the point is, he's right. They expected to get somebody, but they're not approaching you because they just want to be a good Samaritan. And it gets sickening because you are a person and they forget that. Just because you want to be with somebody doesn't mean they have to like you like that. And everybody there I treat so well. And I've had this conversation with my supervisor. So I said, you think that because I'm kind to everybody, that means I'm flirting. No, it's because I was raised to be kind to everybody. But most people are not like that. Most people, especially young men in today's world, and old heads too, some of them, the only reason they support you or up in your face is because they want to get in your pants.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing, I think another thing that make them mad is that I keep the quote unquote women that they call problematic women is the same women that I'm cool with because I keep them over here as my mods to check me too. See, y'all, it'd be funny because people don't know. Well, me and my moderators never got into it, right? Like, never no cussing out and nothing like that. But nature up here, nature be like, now you was fucked up. You fucked up for saying that. Like, why you say that? And then and be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I keep women on the panel. My platform is run by a woman as well, a co-host. They can't handle that shit. them niggas fragile. They can't handle that shit. But what's up, Mike?
Why they think we dislike men? Man, we in here complaining because we want our men to be better so we can get a good one. We love men. We just want you to be a man.
Them niggas don't.
We all be lesbians. We want us a man. We don't want a boy.
I don't know what the fuck a man. I don't know what a man is no more. I think a man is. I don't even know what the fuck a man is.
Have mercy on us all.
Whole bunch of freaking morbid. Never mind. Let me not get kicked off this thing. Go ahead, Nature.
I want to be a lesbian bean.
No mercy.
How you doing, Shannon? How you doing, panel?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I've just been enjoying the conversation. Listen, personally, I haven't been dating because primarily I don't want to be bothered. And I just say very honestly to some persons who listen, I've gotten older and some of y'all young books, like if y'all don't go back home, if you don't go back home and finish something, because leave me alone. I'm old as hell. Listen, I just say I don't want to fuck. That usually calls down a lot of issues. I don't want to. No, I can get your number. I don't want to fuck, nigga.
I'm gonna start using that line. Thank you, just right off the bat. Look, I know you want to fuck me. I don't want to fuck you. Do you still get my number?
Because it's like, yeah, you got too many men that don't necessarily or haven't been socialized to value friendship with women. That is not with anything that isn't transactional. So that just cuts to the core of it. You're not necessarily looking to talk or get to know me, and the ones that do will see. But it's just, I don't want to fuck, and you get the ones like, what? You heard me, Wood. You heard me. Ain't nothing against you. I don't want to. You got bodily fluids that fly everywhere. I don't want to deal with none of it. And then have to deal with some of your personality. I don't want to do it. Right? I say all the time, the person who introduced me to the humanity of men was my son. I didn't raise a little demigod. I didn't raise a man that was supposed to have all the wisdom of the world when he hit 18. Right? I didn't do that. I raised a human being who chose what sort of man he was going to be. It's really that simple to me. I don't expect any more humanity from men who walk around here with the banner of man than not. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know if you were the golden child in your family. I don't know if everybody hung all their hopes and dreams and retirement plans on you. I don't know. But I very much agree with the sister and the sisters have been talking up here. At some point in time, you got to figure it out. If you've been harmed by other people, I'm not dismissing that in any way, shape, or form. But if you know what it's like to be harmed, why would you become who harmed you? Why would you give such an ode and express thank you through your behaviors to someone who broke you from within? Why are you doing that?
That's right.
That's what you're doing when you become them.
You were 100% right. And I've taught my sons the same thing. I don't care what your daddy did. You ain't going to grow up and go out here and be somebody's problem. I'm not raising delinquents. You get out here and you show respect and you make people show you respect. But first, you show respect because you need to set an example of what's better. And we got to teach them better because when you raise them at home and you sit them out there, somebody else raising them too.
That part, listen, I have hope. And everybody wants to. Damn, Andrew.
You stupid.
Listen, nobody wants to talk to me all day. As soon as I'm getting up here doing something, listen, I ain't that interesting. I think ultimately when I see some of the things that are going on, because don't worry about it, I'm going to jump off the panel. I'm going to call them back because I'm talking a lot of shit, but I'm going to call them back. As far as some of the men that, listen, when I say I don't fundamentally care, it doesn't mean I don't respect the person's right to exist in this world, but I do not give a fuck if I do not know you. I don't care, nigga, why you feel the way you felt. I don't care why you're angry, upset. I don't care if you let your balls play. I don't care. You're not owed that regard. You understand what I'm saying? You're sitting up here with a big voice saying whatever you're doing, talking about whomever you're talking about. I don't care. I don't care that your mama birthed a curse and has never looked you in your eye because she don't want you to see how much she hates you. I don't care that the fact your mother and father could have had a beautiful love story if your ass wasn't born. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit because I don't know you. I don't even owe you that regard. I don't owe you that interest of why you feel the way you do right now. You know what I'm saying? Why are you upset? Listen.
No, I don't get what you're saying. It's not that you being mean. You saying that it's not up to me to fix you as a stranger coming up to me like I'm supposed to gap my legs for you all of a sudden because you got a sob story. If you want me to listen, show respect. That's how you know somebody. But you don't get to come up to me with a sob story talking about, well, I had a rough life, love me. That's not how this works.
Not the quiver in the voice.
I had a rough life. Bro, I was assaulted. But I still do not walk up expecting a man to say, oh, well, baby, I got you, just because I want them to have me.
That part.
No, I got me.
The socialization of us, like I don't use it as an excuse, but I definitely don't dismiss it, right? The way that we are socialized, hell, the way that we are formed as soon as we get out here, we come into, listen, most of us were sitting, not all of us were sitting in a place where we were chilling. It was a perfectly made environment for us as far as our mother was concerned. perfectly balanced. Temperature was beautiful. You were just listening to that beautiful beat of it. You was minding your business. And then all of a sudden, somebody reached in and dragged your ass out into this world. I'm still mad about it. All right? I'm 40. I'm still upset about this. I was chilling. So you got people working with this particular grief from the beginning that they can't articulate. Listen.
Yeah, but we are not.
I think it's more of a miracle when people find one another and decide to keep on working at it from the time they start to the time that they end. I think that the stats are against us in the way that we're moving. I believe maybe like within, I don't know, let's just say 500 years in the future. The majority of the things that we're fussing about now might be pejoratives for our kids, our descendants later. Like, can you imagine being dragged by future kids? Ugh. Can you imagine they used to use a scalpel instead of a laser? Ugh, barbarians. Ugh. Nasty. Do you know that they used to have like just 2 terms for the type of genders? Like they're 77. I learned this later on, right? But I'm not going to say that the way that we have made a tool to interact with the world, I'm not going to dismiss those things because that's part of a lot of our identities. However, it's basically, you got to be able to change. You got to be able to interact with different things that are happening. I just don't understand. Listen, right? I know a lot of y'all are trying to live the life of your grandfather and your great-great-grandfather. Listen, the type of man that you needed to be to survive, that ain't what's happening right now. The reason that I say that I have the faith and I have the respect that I do in the youth, I mean, I've witnessed it many times. I don't agree with some shit. But guess what? That's part of development too, right? I was in the live the other day. I was in the live the other day. There was a sister who was speaking about, older sister, who was speaking about some of the things that are going on in her life and her marriage before she left it, right? I'll leave it there. But she made a statement, which is, I had to learn that when you get married, your body belongs to your spouse. When I tell you every single person on that panel, 30 and younger, who identified with the pronouns of male and female, had a fit. It was visceral. Their voices rose as one. A lot of the old guard needs to fall. And that's where I have the faith that I do as far as the youth is concerned. I do not have a problem when I have somebody sitting up here like, I don't want to deal with none of that shit. You right? Because we didn't handle it. We didn't solve that problem for you. This conversations that we're having now, look at your YouTube videos. They were having it in 65. My mother, my adoptive mother, let me preface it with that. She wasn't a boomer, y'all. She was part of the silent generation. She passed at 101 in 2014.
God bless her.
Same conversations though. She had stories. Listen, first of all, she was that woman. She was that. Listen, your mama wasn't the nicest. Just saying. Listen, she
didn't hang around
here. She left the man and
you didn't hang around all that time, not knowing, not learning nothing.
Listen, the same sort of conversations, right? So, in so many different times, the way that we have socialized and been socialized and continue to socialize others, it is not working unless you just look at it as biology. If it's a matter of people staying together just long enough to procreate, then it's working magnificently. But as far as self-development, I really wish biologically we couldn't have children before 30. Could y'all imagine the sort of self-development that we would have? We will be in adulthood if we decide to have children. I really wish that we couldn't physically do it.
I would love that because they say we hit the wall at 35. So I'm like,
it would give you time to grow up and learn what you need to learn before you bring somebody dysfunctional into this world that accidentally or otherwise.
Listen, let me jump off of here because that was my son. So I appreciate the conversation. I'm following some people here that I didn't before. I thank y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to
up out of here. Appreciate y'all very much.
Again, I say we love our brothers. We love our Black men. We just don't love the ones who want to keep denying that this is a problem for us as a society as a whole, that our men need to actually be men. Because anytime your brother is the one getting up here and leading the charge for your sisters, that should make you recognize that something is out of order. Because normally it's a gender issue here. But this is not even a gender issue because your brothers, the real men, are speaking up and saying this needs to change. This is a societal problem. We do not hate you. Anytime the Lord loveth whom he chastises, right? So anytime your brother is speaking up and telling you, bro, you need to do better, he's not chastising you verbally because he hates you. It's because he wants to see the same simplicity for your life that he's got for his. He wants to see the same love in your life, the same success in your life that he's got in his. And you can't have that when y'all are arguing and bickering all the time and disrespecting one another. So talking about like how Arthur got in the chat, because I know who Arthur is. He comes in my chat a lot. But when Arthur came in the chat and said, well, don't lump us all in, wasn't nobody lumping you in that. Like brother said, you put yourself in that if you take offense to something that doesn't apply to you. We are talking about the problem. If you are not part of the problem, then you must want to be a part of the solution. But if you are arguing that there is a problem, then you are not being a part of the solution.
And I think that's just a way to silence us at the end of the day, because we are talking about real issues in real time. So what is you saying, oh, don't lump us all together? What does that say about you at the end of the day? That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He said when men get on these panels and they run us down, and I know a lot of them that do that, they'll post a buzz phrase or something that says women in college, for example, women who go get degrees just did it for this reason or that reason, and they don't love men, or they don't this and that. It's just crazy stuff. It don't make no sense. And they do it to stoke an argument because they want the attention. And most of the time, a lot of us will give it to them because we don't have self-control ourselves. But when you got, again, a man with self-control, that sets the tone for the women in your society. And that's why I value people like Controversial Shannon, because that's a man with self-control. That's a brother that says, I don't care what the problem is, we gonna solve it by speaking up against it as men. If it's against you, then change.
Exactly. If you are one of the good ones, quote unquote, then you would be an advocate just like Shannon. Not saying, oh, don't lump us all together.
Yeah, because these are your brothers. I mean, what we supposed to do? These are your brothers. You got to get them straight. We can't change no man. A man don't change. And a man told me this. A man don't change for no woman. A man changes when he's uncomfortable. So even they're thinking that you got to change a man and you going to love bomb him even to death. You're not finna do that. No, he's finna take what you give him because he thinks you're stupid enough to give it. And then he's going to continue doing what he want to do. A man changes when he is uncomfortable. Because that's in his nature.
That's why I hate when people say, oh, a man will change for the right woman. No, a man will change when he wants to change. At the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with you personally. That man is just simply not ready to grow the fuck up at the end of the day.
Or you just don't want to.
Yeah, true.
Well, this has been a good, fun conversation. We're going to go ahead and end it. Co-host has some final statements that she wanted to get out. Go ahead, Jazz.
Testicles, wallet, and watch. May out here in these streets, and don't let these men impregnate you. Make them marry. Push their buttons. Rip the mask off. Mask off. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tired, y'all. But appreciate you guys. Really do. It's been fun always. Check us out tomorrow. We're going to have our panel for tomorrow, specifically for the women, a little bit similar to what we did towards the end of this panel here today. Women are going to be able to come up here and give their give their 2 cents or their grievances or their praises to a Black man in their life or is inexperienced dating, married, divorced, or DV situations. It's going to be a safe space. Shannon will not be on YouTube that night. And we're going to have ourselves a community a time. So thank you for coming out. We appreciate your support and see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Or a little bit after. Or a little bit after. Y'all don't hold me to give me a little. Give me after 8. I'll take the L. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. This has been a fun live. If you supported Jazz Cash Up, I thank you. Thank you for the ones who supported mine. Thank you for all the gifts, the live goals, everything. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. We will see y'all tomorrow. YouTube, if you want to join, you gotta follow me on TikTok. So y'all that's on YouTube, hit the TikTok. Good night, Jazz. Good night, Good night, y'all.
Good night.
See y'all tomorrow. Well, YouTube, I won't see you tomorrow. But listen, my main page on TikTok is still Controversial Shannon. It's gonna have a panda bear as the emoji. All right. Click that page. It has let me see how many followers I have over here. It has 37,300 followers as of now on that account. So be ready for that. And y'all on YouTube, don't be afraid to come up, man. I don't bite. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, we just having a good time. But anyway, man, love y'all.